Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Never before has one radio show been so extreme. So vulgar.
Fuck you, I'm not a pussy. I was accustomed to getting blown and having my ass eaten.
This is insane. I mean, this is insane.
So flatulent.
Why do we even try? Let's just fart into the mics and call it a day.
This is the funniest shit ever.
It's a weird show.
That's what's real. That's sex.
Oh,
Tune in with no expectations.
Quite simply, the greatest show in the history of broadcasting.
Here we are, the Opie and Anthony show.
Another 4 hours of love.
You guys having a good time or what?
Yeah, check, yeah, check it. I'm up early in the morning, yawning. Put Opie Anthony, get Jimmy Tranny pawning. Opie like brother man, Ant wants to join the clan. Jimmy on the other hand, he working the other hand.
turn my headphones up.
There are horrible people to say in this old objectionable human beings, and I want you to know unacceptable to my scene, but I'll give it a go. 50 Cent, Larry King, Opie and Anthony show.
Go. I know you're feeling the flow, but Opie's mother hucking, Jim's trying to get blown. And we come to play around and we still in the show. I know you never heard nothing like this before.
How important is the board? Bored you'll never be, and don't worry about getting shot when you're with Anthony. Oh yeah, on the edge of your chair. Cause you really want to hear Opie, Anthony, and Jimmy. Just keep it right here.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, check it. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Yeah.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, 50, yeah. Now Mike Tyson up in this bitch. It's the Opie and Anthony show. Booga, booga, booga.
Enough of this palaver. Let's get this show on the road.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
We are live.
Hi.
Live radio at its best. Good morning to you.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Wah.
Working toward the weekend.
Ding, 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 ding. Hey, make sure you talk to your listeners.
Oh, that's right. I should have said hello, everybody.
You should, well, not everybody.
Hello to you.
Hey, hi, you.
You
hey,
right
you.
there in your car.
You.
Wait, what if they're not in their car, though? So you got to make it even more vague than that.
Friday. Have fun. Yeah. Oh, man.
You do. Everyone's looking at you. Oh.
That video rules. We got 2 videos today that rule right off the bat.
Yeah.
The chick warming up for the surfing competition that I retweeted late last night.
Yeah, she's on the fucking beach just going to town with her ass.
What is this? The Loverboy working for the weekend video? Ah, they all had to do a little thing before the song started. A little thing.
What?
Shit. What's going on with this video? What's going on?
Right here. Well, that's easy for you.
What is
You get
this?
to go out rocking anytime.
Wait, is this their little vignette before the song? Oh, I gotta watch the whole
I didn't
vignette.
know there was a vignette before working for the weekend.
Oh yeah, man! These guys all wanted to be, movie stars, so they did their little vignettes before the song started.
It's like 2.5 minutes long.
Oh
Jesus!
Look,
What are they doing?
Loverboy decided it's worth 2.5 minutes.
Wow!
They're so fucking talented that it's worth doing a 2.5 minute vignette before the song actually starts. Let's do this.
Let's say where they.
I was trying to make a point, okay?
A big farce.
Matt knows where I'm coming from, too.
Just a sec. He's saying
He went away,
too.
too.
It
works, right? What? The master has it.
You're in a big theater.
The power structure. It will be done. It will be done.
Wait a minute. Okay, I walked in the office, and I figured this is what the title's going to be on the album. And I get a totally different story from the management company, right? And I'm going, what's going on here?
Are they Canadian?
Be only the lucky ones.
That's right. I thought it was going to be only the lucky ones. I was into that title. I figure it came from a time when I was in Vegas for a week wasn't doing so good, and I phoned in and said, God, one of these days I'm going to get lucky.
You wish you could get lucky.
Lucky, my dog. The little guy that follows me around everywhere. Sure, he comes on the road with us.
You're crazy. What are you talking about?
He's the guy who fills the void on all those lonely nights. How do you think I make it through them? So I went to the record company. I said, look, we don't dedicate this
They are
next
Canadian,
album.
right?
The dog.
Very.
I'm out.
Canadians are.
I'm out.
Get lucky.
I'm out.
There you go.
Lucky, not here.
Everybody got a towel? I don't believe you either. I don't believe all you guys because it doesn't really matter. I mean, we have got all
He's the David Letterman looking guy.
It could be called Watch Out. It could be called Jump. It could be called Emotional. It could be called Gangs in the Street. It could be called Take It to the Top. Take it top. Take it
Wrong.
What is this?
Wrong.
What is this?
Right, Stal.
This is the voice
No,
of the
right,
reason.
he's got his opinion. It's a valid opinion.
It all started when I sang Get Lucky.
Comes from you.
I sang Get Lucky on the tape. I just felt like singing Get Lucky just before Dean went into his guitar break. That's where it all started.
Oh, wonderful.
And everybody knows it's a national pastime anyways to get lucky. Come 5 o'clock, everybody I know hits the bar in hopes of getting lucky.
Why are they even talking about the
And to be
Loverboy
perfectly
song
frank,
Get Lucky?
The buck stops here.
Trying to figure out who named it.
Right here.
So stupid. Does
anyone care?
I mean, you get to go out rocking anytime you want, right?
Go
get to go down to Vegas anytime
rocking.
you want to blow all your bucks if you want. I don't care. And you get to sit there, Mr. Opinion, Mr. Blase, right? But I got commitments, I got responsibilities.
Fucking orange
Every night for
leather
the past
pants.
10 years, I got to go home to my wife and kids like a faithful dog, just like you.
My heart cries for you.
Hell, I'm never going to get lucky.
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's crossing his fingers behind us. And then why are they going to working for the weekend?
I don't know.
That was the oddest thing I've ever seen a band do.
Well, they all try to do their vignettes before the big song.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was.
There was a whole discussion on what came up with the album title. Was the album
was
called
it?
Get Lucky? I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Who the fuck knows? This guy wants us to break some news, I guess. Hold on.
Breaking news.
Yeah, let's go to Mike the Trucker. Mikey, it's a pleasure, sir.
Hey,
a pleasure to be talking to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Listen, I wanted to get you guys this information just because nobody knows about it yet. It just broke an hour ago.
So that means hold on. No offense, but no one knows about this yet. It broke an hour ago. That means people know about it now.
Everyone knows about it.
Okay, it's not on the mainstream news yet.
Okay. Okay.
All right. If you go to Infowars.com, you know Alex Jones' site.
Of course.
There's a memo that came out from the Department of Homeland Security to the Austin, Texas Police Department and the Pasadena, California Police Department, detailing that they had reports of potential Al-Qaeda attacks in both cities today. And
it's false flag operation.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be exactly like the backpack bombing. It goes through the exact details on the memo that is posted up there of backpacks and the two locations or potential locations for the attacks.
Wait, Austin, Texas, and Pasadena, California?
Pasadena, California. I wanted to let you know so we could say, Anthony just said it, false flag attack.
All right.
So when it happens, or if it happens and it comes out on the news, then you heard it from a trucker.
All right.
Somebody who's just out here on the road.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for that
wonderful news.
Timely information.
Yes.
That last caller was full of shit. That article is from...
I know. Mikey, thank you, though, sir. We'll be sitting on pins and needles today.
Oh, yeah, we're watching.
All right, we got all the news channels on.
InfoWars is usually at the forefront of the news that comes out that day.
Right.
It's not ever known as some fucking wild...
The beauty of running a website like Infowars.com, you only need 1 out of 1,000
to be right. Right.
And then you're like, see?
Obviously, I have this information. My sources are very, very close to the situation. They know. And I have told everybody, but no one wants to listen to me.
All right, where were we? We got so the girl warming up for a surfing competition. I retweeted it late last night.
She's like twerking on the beach.
I saw the video probably 10 times last night. And what's her name? Surfer Anastasia Ashley or something like that?
Anastasia Ashley.
Twerking warm-up dance. This video... Oh, okay, it really is taking off. It's done another 1 million views since yesterday. Okay, this thing is going viral all over the place. It's ridiculous. And then Mars and Sam both have to just throw it away like, her ass is too... What did you say? She's too skinny?
Yeah,
I prefer her to be less skinny.
Do you see how she moves that ass?
Yes.
Stop.
I didn't say it was bad.
But fucking surf, so she's got, she's in great shape.
Great shape.
She's very athletic.
What's wrong with you?
And I like the song they used.
Bubble Butt?
Bubble Butt. Yeah, I know the song.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know Bubble Butt.
No, you don't.
I do. Dre's in there somewhere.
Dr. Dre?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's a Dre
Good
thing.
Dr. Dre?
Yep, it's Dre, and I think maybe Drake.
Yo, Drake.
I think this is a Drake thing.
I think Dr. Dre is actually a doctor now.
Yes.
Yeah, doctor of beats.
Oh.
I thought he was treating people for various illnesses.
The Doctor of Beats.
That would be great if you decided to do that and really become Dr. Dre. You go there and, you fill out your paperwork and you go and see the doctor.
Right.
Yes, hi, I'm Dr. Dre.
Yo, it's Dre.
Well, we'll put this video on our Facebook page, Opie and Anthony, or if you follow me on Twitter, Opie Radio.
What's her deal?
You could check out the video as we talk about. Huh?
Are there any other videos of her? Is she like a famous surfer? Is
Anthony? I searched a bit.
Yeah,
I don't see any other videos.
You had searched a bit.
I searched a bit. I didn't see any more videos of her doing
That's her,
thing.
huh?
Yeah, that's skinny, all right.
Whoa.
Yep, too skinny, all right, Sam.
surfing.
And Mars, who
She's
barely
a
looked
surfer.
at the screen, by the way.
I looked at the whole video.
What do you mean the whole video?
I watched the whole video.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but the whole time you were going ick, yuck.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, ew,
a lot of ews.
Ew, where's the cock you were saying? Ew,
I don't know if you were saying
that.
that.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Is this her too?
Yeah.
Is she working out?
She's working
My
out.
challenge is
All right.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got a situation here. We got a butterface.
Not a situation.
A situation.
It's a situation.
Oh, boy. That takes away from it.
She's
got a really nice body, but her face is...
Well...
She's just got an average face.
Look at that beach picture.
Well, I don't see a beach. What's wrong with you? I see an ass. I see a hiney. Where's the beach?
Well, don't look past it, and you're looking at Sam. An ass. Focus on the screen in front.
Sam ruins everything.
He does.
You need to be let go. You ruin everything.
And BTW, look at him again today.
I know.
Now he's got a picnic table plaid shirt on.
He's making everyone uncomfortable because he's out dressing everybody, including the hosts of the radio show. And then there's a cool surfing video where the girl's warming up, and then he has to show me a video where it shows that her face is just average at best.
Yeah.
You guys get really upset by me.
Yes, we are. It's about time you realize it.
Why are you dressing like this?
You won't tell us.
I like it.
I don't.
No
one else does.
But why did you decide to start dressing nicer?
Because I thought it was time. I got tired of wearing...
But for what reason?
I got tired of wearing t-shirt and jeans and sneakers every day.
Yeah, God forbid.
I'm not saying there's
We're the
anything
lucky
wrong with
ones.
it.
We get to come in here. I came in here with pajamas the other day with a blown-out crotch.
You named the Loverboy thing?
Oh, I did.
We're the lucky ones.
I
Opie
certainly
said it.
did. But we're lucky. We could come in here pretty much in anything.
Yes, so why do you ruin it?
I'm not mad at it.
Oh,
I once had management say, will you pull up your pants? And I'm not even a black dude.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to... When you're... Well, look. Maybe if I was...
I think some pubic hair was sticking out.
Oh, God.
And he had actually said, will you pull up your pants?
Pull up your goddamn pants.
And it wasn't even pants. Will you pull up your sweats? I'm sorry, sir.
When you're a millionaire, that's kind of fun.
Excuse me, what?
Oh,
I'm sorry, multi.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
When you're a multi-millionaire, that's like fun because you could dress really well, but you're choosing not to.
This is one of my better outfits today.
I mean, you don't look
little collared, short sleeve shirt.
But when you're a
That's
schlub,
about 5 years old.
Oh.
Like very worn jeans.
It's fun to dress like a schlub and know that you could buy and sell people who call you a schlub. But when you're actually a schlub and people are like, you look like a schlub,
right?
You just feel bad.
Are you dressing for success?
I mean,
did you read some book or something? And oh God, I don't know. And that button is like very awkward.
What?
It's buttoned up to the second button up.
Yeah, man.
It just looks awkward, and then the collar's buttoned down, and
the top button is not buttoned.
Did Mommy buy you that shirt?
No. I bought this shirt when I bought these pants.
Did your sweetie buy you that shirt?
I purchased it myself.
Are those different pants from yesterday?
Yes.
You know, used to be young Sam. I made the same mistake once when I was young Opie.
Oh.
I was working at CMF in Rochester, and I was kind of like you. I was all over the place. I didn't have an official gig. I did a little of everything, and I decided to dress for success. And I came in with a tie,
I like that,
and slacks,
nice,
and dress shoes. I'm not sure if I went all in and had the suit jacket. And Brother Weeze looked at me and said, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't ever come to work like that again."
Yep.
He goes, "You're going to be doing a radio show. You're not doing any of that other shit, so you don't have to dress like that."
We should put the rule down on fucking Sam then.
Well, I'm not trying to get a position in management. I'm dressing better than management does.
You're dressed like Casual Friday. Do you want to be known as a Casual Friday guy?
Oh God.
Where it's very thought out, even though it's supposed to be Casual Friday, but these jack-offs in management, they actually go to these stores to pick out their Casual Friday outfits.
Yeah.
They all look
Casual Friday means you just go, I don't know, jeans.
Open up a drawer.
Fuck, I like Springsteen, so I'll throw the Springsteen shirt on. I don't know.
Casual Friday means your sweatpants are sagging and your pubic hair is showing.
Yes! More of that than going to a store and picking out your Casual Friday outfit, where you have your boat shoes. I gotta wear my boat shoes, maybe some chinos.
Chinos.
You'll see these idiots walking around.
Oh, I know.
Like, no, it's Casual Friday. We're letting our hair down today.
Yeah, but none of them know how to dress. They all look like idiots.
Like Office Space.
Right. I am dressed well. I have style to what I'm wearing, so it's a different deal.
So this is a new thing? It's not something you're trying out?
Well, I can't confirm that it's going to, it's a thing today and yesterday.
No, it's a thing.
It's a thing. I mean,
now
I like
it's a thing.
It's a thing.
No, you don't.
I do.
That isn't as comfortable as just T-shirt and fucking loose jeans and stuff. You got your belt, dude. You got your shirt. It's well thought out. Tucked in.
It's too thought out.
It's definitely thought out.
It's too thought out.
It's 100% thought out.
What about your, let's see your shoes.
Sperry's.
Sperry's. Ew. Who wears those?
I don't know.
I mean, but don't talk to me like who wears those. Like you guys are up on like who's wearing what right now.
Yeah, but I don't want to be up on that shit.
Sam always pulls out that card, by the way. He always pulls out the we're so out of touch.
Yeah,
we don't know what
the
kids are doing these days. And meanwhile, he's fucking 40 years old.
And I had those shoes.
29 still.
Those shoes are just coming back around.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I remember having a pair of those like a long time ago.
I got a pair in my closet.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Wow.
You're overthinking it, and I just smelled this shirt and was hoping that it didn't smell too bad before I put it on.
What's the verdict?
It's not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. A little pit stains, but
My whole getup, of course, is the various law enforcement shirts I get sent by friends around the country. Today, it's the Border Patrol.
The sad part is we could learn from him. We probably should dress a little better.
Do you know that, like,
we probably should.
All the conspiracy theories during the Boston bombing, when they had pictures of people, they were like, look at the outfits that those guys are wearing.
So wish you were there that day.
They're obvious. That's a horrible thing to say. It was a terrorist attack.
Oh, man.
They're obviously.
What? To report for our radio show.
Oh.
You're sick.
And then get blown up.
But everybody goes, they're
sick. I thought you would get some good audio and we'd have some exclusives.
They're obviously undercover cops. They're wearing tactical gear. They're wearing an outfit that Anthony would wear.
Yes, it's just what I would wear.
Right.
And
exactly.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's, I'm not going to wear
So you're saying I'm going to
gear.
get accused of being a terrorist someday?
You could, no, an undercover cop.
Oh, okay.
That is responsible for inside jobs.
Oh, well.
We might be accused of being radio hosts someday.
Opie, you're wild.
Get it?
Wild.
Get it? I'd rather hear 1 hour of Howard than 20 hours a week like of you guys. I want to say hi to the Howard Stern fans that have been tuning us in. They don't really want to like us, but they're like they want live programming. And a bunch of the people that said that we spoke the truth yesterday, and that we did not actually attack. We only attacked his work ethic. Like, people actually understood what we were saying yesterday. I want to say hi to those people today.
We weren't saying anything that you can't disagree with.
And we're here. I mean, we're not going to force you to, like...
We're here, we're queer, we're fabulous,
Right.
Get used to us. We're here, we're queer, we're fabulous, get used to us.
What happened?
We're here.
What happened?
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
What happened?
It's been stuck in my head.
What happened? We're not going to force you to like us or anything. We know you're there, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Man.
Don't want to like them, but fuck. That last line was kind of funny. All right. So, Anastasia Ashley, the surfer girl.
Yeah.
Fuck. Her face sucks. It ruins everything.
She's not bad.
But, man, she knows how to move her ass. You know what? That picture's not bad. But they're modeling pictures.
Yeah.
Anyone could look good if you get some modeling pictures going. They know how to gussy that shit up and make you look good. Well, she's not bad there either.
She's too skinny. Hey, my name is Mars. She's too skinny.
Stupid Mars.
Stupid Mars. Hey, Vato, she's too skinny.
But you notice he didn't look. He looked quickly like, too skinny, and then just walked out. Who does that?
Ese.
We deal with those big, huge, over the top bubble butts all the time that you try to turn us on to.
Stinky!
Yo!
Stinky's walking in the hallway. Hey,
Mars.
here he comes.
Hey, that girl's too skinny, man.
Little did you know that I've seen that video about 12 times.
Oh,
yeah?
Look at you on top of things.
Of course.
Am I a little behind on this video, Mars?
A little bit.
Am I behind on that one?
Just a little bit.
All right.
Damn!
Show us an ass that you like, Mars.
Oh,
Let's
God.
try to relate to each other.
Oh, man.
A very white man and a very Hispanic man. Let's see if we could come to some kind of...
Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel.
Oh, see, you went safe. I want you to go animal. I want you to go animal
Like
on me,
fucking
which you've done in the
Hooray.
past. We're not even going to look at Jessica Biel.
Oh, wait a minute. No, go to that. We'll go up, straight up, over. There. Let me see that one.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, man.
That's stupid.
Jesus.
That's just so stupid.
Too much.
No, it's great, but that's an
easy.
easy one.
That is easy.
Go with an animal one.
Sophie
animal
Turner.
meaning just over the top. Well, he's done this before.
Who's this? Okay.
Oh my
Jesus.
God, that's awesome. Who's that? Who's
Sophie
she?
Turner.
That's Sophie Turner, an Australian model.
She's Australian.
But you're going white. All right. I see
That's
that.
all I go.
No, you've gone really crazy bubble butts in the past.
You like that,
Haven't you?
Mars? It's nice.
That's
right?
nice.
What's her
It's
name?
nice,
People
right?
need to see her.
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner.
Mars
Nice.
is smart. He knows his audience in this room.
He does.
So he picks the white girls with
Exactly.
the nice asses.
But
Very smart.
at home, you know what he's trolling through. Some fucking Zimbabwe pictures and shit.
How badly do you think a shark wants to bite that Australian ass? Oh my God. Oh my God.
She went into the water. We saw a shack.
Oh my God, look at that one.
She does have a bubble butt.
No, the one. No. Yeah.
That one. Her fucking. Wait a minute. Her fucking bikini bottom can't even contain the ass.
No. It's like, oh my God, could you give me a little more material? I can't cover this.
Excuse me.
Amazing ass of yours.
I just need a little more material.
We just need a little more material back here.
Where? Where do you need? On my ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on! What is this?
The selfie is the greatest invention ever.
She's in the bathroom mirror.
I want to be in the book of quotes.
Yeah.
The selfie picture is the greatest invention ever. Let's get this done. I know there's a book of quotes out there somewhere.
No one ever used to do that with a Polaroid or a Kodak Instamatic. No one went into the bathroom with a fucking Instamatic camera with a flash cube and went foonk in the fucking mirror.
Right.
All of a sudden, with the advent of the camera phone, the selfie is this viable fucking photo artwork now.
It's pretty much how you say hello.
It's a how do you do, ain't it?
Right.
A fine how do you do.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
And then Anthony also tweeted a fine video. When did you tweet?
That was a couple of days
ago. Oh my God, it's the funniest fucking thing ever. Can we put this on our Facebook page too, E-Rock? Opie and Anthony on Facebook? Please like our page so we look like fucking rock stars. Thank you.
Apparently some chick fucking spread some canola oil on the kitchen floor.
Right.
And then calls in what appears to be maybe a younger sister or a brother or something.
Or is that the mom, too? Could that be a mom?
I don't think it's a mom pulling that shit. Yeah,
that'd
it
be
looks
crazy,
like an
right?
older sister maybe or something.
Who the fuck would do
or a
this?
babysitter even maybe. Who knows?
You could break your fucking neck.
Oh, it's not thought out.
No.
And the canola oil spread on the floor. And then she yells for this, sounds like Macaulay or something. Come on and get y'all juice. And the kid runs in and slides on the canola oil and smashes into the stove, the oven door, and just busts the fucking thing out. It just shatters. And the more you watch it, the funnier it gets. You just watch it over and over, you know, the old Vine loop.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking great. Yeah. Oh, Sam.
Cam and Colin, run in here and come get y'all juice.
Hey, Macaulay.
Cam and Colin, run in here and come get y'all juice.
Run in here, come get y'all juice. And the kid smashes right into the
Cam and Colin, run in here
oven.
and come get y'all juice.
That's her taking out the stove.
Yeah.
Cam and Colin,
Shattering
run in here and come get y'all juice.
You fucking dummy. Just not thought out.
No, not at all.
Oh, wow. Look at that. The knee goes right into the fucking
oven door.
She's doing the fucking skiing like pizza.
Right.
Look at the feet. Pizza slice. And that ain't helping.
No, right into the stove, shattering the bottom of it, or the whole fucking door, or whatever.
Glass.
Yeah.
It's great. Great video.
So that's on our Facebook page as well, right?
Yeah, arg. Yeah, that's a good one.
So I was being a big-time pussy about getting a root canal yesterday.
You were, I would say, baby, stick your head in gravy. Wash it off with bubble gum, and then ship it off to some branch of the military, perhaps.
Absolutely.
Where they can utilize it in future warfare.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't... It's funny because I said I don't like the dentist, and I don't, and I say a lot, I don't like dentist pain.
Yeah.
And then you realize when you just talk about this shit among your people around you, everyone is pretty much the same.
Everyone.
So when you go to the dentist and say, look, I don't like pain, and I don't do well with it, they've heard it a million fucking times.
No one really likes the pain. I'm sure there's a few people out there that do, and they're weird. But for the most part, no one likes dental.
We all want to just fucking be numbed down.
Numb it up.
You do hear every once in a while from somebody that goes, oh, man, I get my cavities filled without Novocaine. I'm like...
Yeah, what is that?
Well,
Stop
good
it.
for you.
Stop it. It's probably one of these things where the dentist goes, look, you have the smallest, tiniest beginning of a cavity on the surface. We could just zip it away.
Right.
But if they're drilling deep, if they're doing some deep sea fucking drilling in your tooth, there's no way you could do it without Novocaine.
No.
I defy you.
When we have to do stuff in our personal lives, I always get excited because I'm like, okay, I know we'll be able to make some kind of radio out of this.
Yeah.
I don't really have a big fucking story about my root canal.
Just went swimmingly, huh?
It went amazingly well. And the place I went, which was recommended by my dentist, Dr. Rockstar.
Dr. Rockstar.
Well, he doesn't have the T in there, but we still call him Rockstar.
Dr. Rockstar?
Rockstar. But I just
sounds like an alien without the T.
I say
I am Rockstar.
So he goes, look, I don't do this type of root canal over here because it's way in the back. So I'm sending you to a place. I've been sending people there for 12 years. You're in good hands. I go over there. I go in. And you know the paperwork we just bitched about recently on the show?
Ponderous. Anytime you go to the doctor or the dentist, you sit there and they hand you that clipboard and the pen.
Right.
And you got to sit down with it awkwardly on your lap.
Right.
With two fucking people next to you that you don't know what they got. And start filling shit out that you don't know. I don't know what my carrier number fucking group shit is?
I'm looking up addresses on my phone. I have to dig out my cards.
Where do you work? I just put, Sirius XM somewhere in New York City.
Oh, you do write that?
That's it. What are they going to do? What are they visiting? What is my dentist got a fucking... Anthony, your dentist is downstairs. No. What do they need to know my address here?
What did you... were you the one that said that you come up with a card that they just scan real fast and the info goes flying right into their computer?
A card?
That is the smartest thing ever.
Or just something on your iPhone that you can pop up and they scan that.
Here's my info.
There's all your info.
Here's my insurance stuff.
There it is.
Here's where I work.
It's 2013.
Here's my contact numbers.
Come on,
This is what I'm allergic to.
Right.
All that shit.
Oh, Iraq's showing a card here. What's that? The buy
has the
10
bar thing on the
Subway,
back.
get one free? What? Oh. No, what is that, E?
Health insurance card, and I think the dental may have it too. It has a thing on the back where they just scan it.
Barcode.
Yeah, but they don't.
Yeah, but does it have all your info?
Yeah.
So you don't have to fill out paperwork?
Only if you're a new patient to that doctor.
That's just we're all new patients.
You said this was all your regular dentist.
No. Like every time I go now, I don't have to do it again.
Yeah,
but
of
it's
course
when you
not.
first show up.
No, it's when you have to go
ponderous.
It's when you have to go elsewhere.
Yeah, they refer you. They go, okay.
Everyone has to go elsewhere for something.
Your dentist goes, now you got to go to the root canal guy.
Right.
You go to the root canal guy, and you go through the whole fucking rigmarole
I'm
again.
not talking about your primary doctor. Of course you don't have to fill out shit every time you go there, but there's always some dumb thing. Well, we want to make sure.
It's all waivers.
They love it. They're like, is your insurance information still up to date? They don't want to miss out on that shit.
With me, I have a bad shoulder, so I had to go to a shoulder guy, and then I had to go to an MRI place, and then I had to go back. And that every step of the way, it was filling out paperwork again. That's what we're getting at, E-Rod.
Yeah. So there should just be something that you just hand them, and they have your fucking info on there. And like I said, paper, it's 2013. Stop.
And we're all in agreement, because then the people at the office, they have to now pop all that shit into their computer.
Right.
So they don't want to do that either. So if everyone could just scan away, it'd be much easier.
Those stupid fucking giant file cabinets they got behind them with the little red tabs and blue and green, and they're pulling shit out. Why the fuck are we doing that?
But you shouldn't be in those places. That's when you know you're in a bad place. If they're still using files, you're like, okay, maybe.
Oh boy.
If you don't feel like updating your shit,
the doctor's like, I don't need that newfangled stuff.
Right.
He's fucking putting leeches on you.
Right. But the root canal place, go in, small office. They go fill out these 2 pages, which, quite honestly, wasn't that bad. And because me and you don't have dental insurance, because me and Ann are, alternative couples, so we know a lot about each other. He has the same shit I have. We don't have dental. And it was told to me that, you don't need dental. In the end, it's better to just pay out of pocket.
Out of pocket?
Really, Bob Eatman? You want to pay my $1,900 bill from yesterday for one lousy fucking tooth?
Mine was $23 the other day.
So what do you mean we don't need dental?
Yeah.
Could have bought a lot of nice clothes for that money.
I could have fucking played a hand of blackjack.
A hand.
A hand.
Well, half a hand, really.
Half a hand is true.
Hand.
Yes,
I mean,
that is without any splitting or doubling down.
You're not really allowed to hit.
A straight fucking hand.
You're not allowed to hit.
No double down there.
Nothing. You can't hit.
Can't split.
Yep. So, go in, 2 pages. I go, look, I don't have insurance. They're like, and I go, oh. And then I go, well, I didn't fill this part out either. They go, and I go, whoa. They didn't care is what I'm getting at. I'm like, great.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So then I'm like, well, how much longer? Because we're all used to the fucking, even though your appointment, mine was at 12:45, I'm assuming they might get to me by 2 o'clock. So I hand in my paperwork. I'm like, how much longer? Like, just dreading what they were going to say. They're like, oh, we should be getting to you momentarily. I'm
momentarily?
Like, I'm like, sure you are. Because, you hear that shit, too.
Momentarily is vague, by the way.
I know.
Could be anything.
And I was thinking that. So I sat down on their really nice leather couch in their waiting room. I threw on a little Candy Crush.
Oh.
And I couldn't even play because they said, Mr. Hughes.
What?
I'm like, that's exactly what I said. I said, what? I've only been here 10 minutes.
Right.
Barely 10 minutes.
Wow, that rules.
Sat down, and then this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. A gorgeous dental assistant. Could easily be a model.
What was his name?
dark hair.
Oh.
Just crystal blue eyes with a little of that European kind of accent where it could have been, I don't know where. I don't know. Maybe a little Russian, maybe
Just
a little...
not from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Beyond nice. That's why I knew she wasn't from here.
Yeah.
I knew she wasn't a fellow New Yorker, born and raised.
A lot of Russian, a lot of like Eastern Bloc ladies in the dental industry.
Really?
Yeah, mine is too. She's pure Russian.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's pretty good. She's very good.
Because Russians, I think they can handle pain a little more.
You don't complain. You fucking Americans very soft. You need you need to take some pain.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
And deep in their DNA, they know what we did to them.
Oh, man.
We had our problems over the years, so...
We had some problems.
If he's got a fucking drill in his hands, he might go just slightly deeper.
Oh, man.
Or, give you the Novocaine, but start just a little early.
Little too soon?
Just a little early?
You're numbed up good enough. No, I still feel, no, you're good enough. I don't think I'm good enough. Wow.
See, I could do fucking impressions.
Mr. Gorbachev, drill that tooth.
Right.
What?
So then I sit down, and she's beautiful, and the lady behind the desk had cleavage for days.
Whoa.
Dude, like, I was basically just staring at a topless woman. And I'm like, this guy knows what he's doing. This is all happy time.
That's just fucking, it's ladies' night at the dentist.
And she's way lower, so I'm looking, I can't, I had free glances without having to make believe I wasn't glancing, because I'm looking down like, well, here's my paperwork.
If you were going out to the dentist on Long Island, I would assume you went to my dentist. This is all the shit you're saying.
So they know what they're doing.
I think this is just what they know how to do.
Receptionist was a little older, maybe early 40s. Really nice breasts. Breasts.
It's very hard to pluralize breasts. It's like connect.
But when you say tits, it's so crass.
Really nice breasts.
I try to class it up a little bit.
It's the STS thing.
Actually, hers were knockers.
Knockers?
Yeah, knockers are big ones.
Oh.
Knockers. She had knockers. And her whole shirt, her whole blouse was just wide open. I'm like, this is unbelievable.
Gee.
With the flirting with the bra thing, too, on the sides.
Oh.
I'm just like, where am I?
Were you drooling at the counter? Did they have to put the sucker thing in when you're talking to the receptionist?
I was drooling, and I'm like, yeah, it started to numb me up, and she had to go, well, we haven't numbed you up yet.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just drooling over your tits.
Oh.
So then I sat down, and then the guy comes in, and he's basically the same voice from Despicable Me. How do you do the Steve Carell from Despicable Me?
Yeah, I don't.
And then he goes, we're going to do the cold test, and I don't know. I guess they put like a frozen metal object right on your tooth.
Wow.
Or this metal thing, obviously in the freezer forever.
If that doesn't go well, it's got to hurt.
That was the only pain I felt the entire time I was there.
It hurt?
Yeah. Not bad, but enough to go, yeah. And he goes, yeah, this tooth is dying.
Your tooth, it's dying.
He goes, it's dying.
Your fire.
And then they did the root canal. I was back on the street an hour later. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Dude, everything takes forever.
Yeah, that's pretty fast, though.
I think an hour from the time you sat down, starting paperwork, to now you're on the street going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good. I'll take that every time. And I didn't feel any pain, man. I wish I had a story.
You Novocaine?
Not yet. Well, they Novocaine the shit out of you. I've never been that numb in my life.
Half your head?
All the way up to like here.
Yep. You go to scratch your cheek or something. You're like, it's numb up there too.
It was just under my eye was numb.
Whoa.
My left nostril was numb. My neck, where I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I can swallow anymore.
Yeah, that's so weird.
They hit the palate too.
Oh, I hate that. You hear a crunch.
Yeah, but I didn't. He said I'll feel a little pinch. I barely felt that too. You know, and I have felt way more pain just getting a dumb cavity filled than the root canal. I felt nothing.
You think in this day and age they could do away with the needle too? Do some of that fucking Bones McCoy shit where they just wave something, and it's like, oh, I'm numb. That fucking salt shaker.
Right.
Yeah.
And then You know, they were ready to give me the vitamin V. I said, I don't need the vitamin V.
Oh, man.
What, you take the vitamin V every time?
They never offered it to me.
Oh, no, they were ready to give me some Vicodin.
Damn, I would take that.
Nah, I'm not a pill guy.
Then do you need like somebody to drive you home? Is that like the thing too? Like if they give you that, it's like they won't let you leave unless somebody's there to drive you.
Oh no, this was a prescription for the shit.
Which oh,
not right there in the
I thought
office.
right there in the office.
And I asked them, like, what kind of pain? They're like, you should be all right, but you might feel it a little bit for 2 days. I don't feel anything.
That's what they told me.
I took
same thing with mine.
I took some ibuprofen yesterday just to stay ahead of it, as they say. But I didn't even take any this morning. I'm totally fine.
Yesterday, I was slamming this fucking tooth, chewing an ice cream sandwich with that side. Sensitivity, schmensitivity.
Yeah, but ice cream sandwich, that's easy.
Well, the ice cream part is a little cold.
I was fucking chewing jawbreakers on that side. Right?
I had beef jerky.
I had caramel.
I was eating cinder blocks. I was chewing on lock washers.
I think I want to send them something. They were so good.
Wow. Send them one of the gifts that you got from fucking
Paul Anka?
Paul Anka.
Ooh, not a bad idea.
Or me.
Or Iraq.
What, you're still holding a grudge, really? Years later?
Sure
See
is.
if they want an Islanders poster.
Oh, poster.
It is a poster.
It's a poster.
It's a nice poster. Righty?
Do you remember it?
Oh, boy.
Sort of.
Wherever it is now.
No, it's in my brother's house.
Sure.
He took it out of the garage finally.
It's at a garage sale somewhere.
He's holding it for you.
He is.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I could put it in the beach house, but I don't know. I don't know the beach house.
Inadvertently forget to get it when you leave the beach house.
Advertently.
Advertently.
Then the only other thing, I decided to walk a little bit because I love New York. I love walking around New York City, especially when I'm in a different area. And I try to walk home from wherever I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel like everyone's staring at you. I felt like my whole face was blown out because I can't feel anything.
Well, yeah.
So to me, you know, you feel like there's something going on.
Yeah.
And I just felt like everyone was looking at me. I felt like...
You do feel like half a Hulk face.
I felt like, I don't know, it was either blown out or like you got a bowling ball on the side of your head,
drooling.
Head now. Or, yeah, and then I made sure I didn't bring my teeth together for about 3 hours.
You don't want to bite your tongue?
I didn't want to scrape... Yeah, I didn't want to bite out the sides or any of that shit.
Yeah. Well, and I have to go in like 2 weeks. I got to go back. And they're going to do another tooth and stuff. And I want to do Novocaine karaoke. Because you know how you can't really talk and stuff? I think it'd be great to just try to do a song with your whole fucking... It would be great with your whole fucking mouth numb. Maybe I could tell the dentist, you know, really shoot me up here before I leave so it's really goofy.
Is she cool enough?
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Then fucking give her your phone and just do like a quick little thing while you're in the chair.
I'd like to do karaoke, though, the whole
That's
thing.
what I mean. You could do a little...
I don't know, need background music.
Well, how are you going to do that? By the time you get home, you're...
No, that shit lasts pretty long, and I'm literally 3 minutes away from my
then
dentist.
do it. Have the karaoke all set up, and you run right home and do it.
And just have fucking...
That's pretty funny.
Didn't we want to do that on the show once?
We did, but I guess management said no. We're not allowed to.
Remember that? We wanted to do Novocaine karaoke.
Novocaine.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we did.
Get a dentist and do it. And
yeah, a dentist could come in and shoot them. Oh, no. Well, that's a problem with liability and the lawyers.
So,
yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'm glad it was painless.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I guess it's painless because they take the nerve right out, right?
Yeah, they yank that fucker out.
I want to see it. How big is a nerve?
I don't know. It's got to be a little like a fucking string.
Like a tooth nerve.
I think it looks like a piece of fucking like dental floss, like a little fucking wet.
Could you see it?
String thing. Probably.
But it's very tiny, I would assume.
Yeah. I feel like Kramer goes to the dentist and they think he's retarded. He's wearing those big dumb shoes, Jimmy shoes. And he's talking like that.
So he gave you some Novocaine. Oh, I'm Lord. So what about the penthouse? Did you ask him? Well, he said that, helps his patients relax a little bit. And he's got a new policy. Adults only. Adults only.
It's hard.
Velvet Fog thinks he's retarded. For a benefit.
No, Michael Richards had to do that. You think they actually found someone that might have been able to give him a little Novocaine? I mean, I know he's drooping his mouth and all that, so he's playing it up. But you think just to help out the impression that maybe he got a little bit?
He was usually pretty good with like method acting. Like he would like in the scene where they're in the parking garage and he's carrying an air conditioner in a box.
Oh, right.
He really had an air conditioner in the box.
Oh, no kidding.
Because he wanted it to look like he was carrying something heavy. And then when he goes to put it in the trunk, it smashes against the trunk lid, and his face hits the box, and he cut his fucking nose open on it.
I remember that.
So he did like to, if he could do it, to actually do it. So I don't know, perhaps. But he's always good with that slapstick shit and a little ad-libbing. I liked his ad-libbing at the Comedy Store. Where was that? The Laugh...
it was Jamie's place.
Laugh Factory?
Which one is it again?
I think it was the Laugh Factory.
Laugh Factory. Did you ever see his improv there one night?
No.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Really? What was it about?
Well, I guess he was working the crowd, doing a little crowd work.
Yeah.
Just short of the German Shepherds and fire hoses, apparently, but a little crowd work. Boy, he'll never, ever live that down.
Nope.
And he's been shunned. Like, the only thing I've seen him on since that was the Larry David, reunion show.
I don't know what Jason Alexander's trying to pull off, but have you seen him? Did you see? He was on, I don't know if you've seen the show. It's terrible. This new NBC show, Hollywood Game Night.
Oh, really? I've seen that.
Terrible.
Horrible.
Awful.
But he was on
That's with Jane Lynch, right?
Yes.
I saw it once.
She's not a good host.
It was unbelievable how bad that is.
What are they trying to do? Like a win, lose, or draw thing, like from years ago?
I don't know.
Burt Reynolds used to get together.
But they're doing a whole bunch of different games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of, though.
Right.
They have a bunch of party games, basically.
Yeah.
And they make believe they're all just having a little party.
Exactly.
Hey.
They're all drinking and casual.
Right. Oh, again, Travis knows everything.
Did you see it last night?
No.
I only saw the first episode, and I tapped out. I couldn't. I'm like, this thing is horrendous.
Wait till you see what Jason Alexander looked like on that episode.
I guess Michael Richards, by the way, did Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, he
last
did
season, and it's very good.
Yeah?
You should watch
Which
it.
one? I will watch it.
He did
I like that
Jerry's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee online.
That show, the Gervais one, is great too.
I saw Ricky Gervais. I want to see.
Petrified.
I want to see the Don Rickles one. He did too.
Oh my God! It's the episode of Seinfeld where he gets the wig.
All right, so that's Al Roker.
Al Roker, Josh Gad.
I just said yesterday that Josh Gad looks like Jason Alexander a little bit.
Gad.
Why does Jason Alexander have now a full head of hair? I remember I read a tweet from him a while back where he said, look, I'm getting a system, a hair system in place where it's not a full head of hair. I'm still going to look balding, he says, but it's just a little, it's for parts because they usually give me one when I do a part on a movie. It's for auditions. Now he's stepping up and getting more hair.
But they just don't have the sides figured out.
No, you can see where that's...
I don't know why they can't figure out the sides.
You can see where his regular hair meets the wig.
There's no blending.
You can't be as famous as George Costanza and then get hair.
And then get hair. You can't.
I was bald.
Elaine should rip it off his head and throw it out the window.
I don't like this thing.
I was bald. Elaine, when she grabs for it, the way he recoils, it's perfect.
She's great in that scene.
Oh
my God, he smiles like our accountant.
Oh, God, he does.
Jason Alexander, that's too on the sides.
Yeah, he really does.
I wouldn't want a photo with this guy.
No. They referenced it on the show, but there was no suitable explanation as to why it was happening.
Does it look real?
No, it looks very uncomfortable, especially because you know what he looks like.
Oh.
It doesn't look real, and you know he's a bald guy already, because he's on the most famous sitcom of all time.
Yes, and many of the jokes on that show are about his baldness.
If it looks good, who cares that we know him as a bald guy?
Good for you.
Man,
but it just doesn't look...
It doesn't look good.
But there's so much money to be made if they could figure that shit out for real.
Looks like George is wearing a wig.
Like what Ant got done, and you can't tell whatsoever. But
amazing.
But these guys that are really bald and they're trying to get something back, they just can't figure it out still.
Well, it's different when you're fucking horseshoe bald,
right?
Or you're just thinning a bit and want to, add some follicles. You can't. There's no cure for fucking pure bald. But they don't have it.
One of these companies get real artists.
China.
Yeah.
One of these companies get real artists to try to, figure it out for them.
Yeah.
Because it's always just that corner thing on the sides.
Oh.
It's like a perfect fucking corner.
It looks like those geographical snapshots of the border between the U.S. and Mexico. You know, it's like, the green, lush United States. Oh, what's on the other side of that? They just can't make it look like it's...
And then they can't blend it still.
No.
I don't know. You would think we'd have that figured out at least.
You'd think.
I've accepted no flying cars in our lifetime, but I mean, let's figure out, you know, the fake hair thing. Right?
Yeah. It's terrible.
Okay, we did absolutely nothing this first hour, but it was fun. But it was fun. But it was fun.
Very fun. Nothing.
You did working for the weekend. You looked at some YouTube videos.
Remember that?
Opie went to the dentist, and Jason
Are you writing
Alexander's wearing
down
a
what we
wig.
talked about?
No, it's from memory.
Wow.
You wrote it down.
I always take notes.
The first
for a book.
That's exactly right.
Oh man.
Because this is that first hour is making the book, my friends.
Our second hour should be us recapping the first hour.
We could do that. I got the notes.
Could we redo the first hour?
Exactly.
And see where
verbatim.
we could pump it up a little bit.
I really enjoyed when you guys did that a couple of years ago.
We did?
Over at XM. You tried to do the same, what was it, the same 15 minutes or 20 minutes over and over and over again. Hysterical.
But it just got better and better, though.
It was very funny.
Yeah.
Why is it curly there?
It doesn't look that bad. But then it's too high.
It's too high on his head. There's no hairline there.
It always looks like the whole hair system needs to be just pushed down slightly. They always have it too high and too far back.
You know what it needs? It needs a brim so you can pull it down.
Right, exactly.
Like a hat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, considering where he was at with his hair.
Yeah.
I've seen way worse, but...
Oh, boy.
That's him.
That's George.
That's George.
That's the George.
And everyone knows you like that, so...
Oh, boy.
Wow. That's
There's,
a big difference.
You just got to embrace it.
That's George. That's Costanza.
Yeah.
The glasses, the fucking... Yeah.
Not this guy with hair.
I don't know who that guy is.
No, I don't know who he is.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Did you ever see... wait, hold on. Google Jason Alexander, Criminal Minds. That was one of my favoriteest episodes ever.
Why?
Oh, he's...
that's right. He played that. Okay.
Yeah. He's got the long mane of gray hair.
Right.
That's the wig he should have gotten.
Yeah, that's the one he should walk around
His
with.
hair like this all the time.
It's no less ridiculous than the one he's wearing.
This is the wig that George would get.
Yes.
That's the George wig.
Yeah.
Why are people trying to turn me on to the Lady Gaga video?
Because she's naked.
I can't get through the beginning of it.
Why?
Titties in it.
She's laying on the floor going, and then there's some in the woods thing. Just get to the naked part.
It's amazing when somebody's actually has musical talent and they still need to go the Yoko Ono route.
Yeah.
People thought we were making up the Yoko Ono stuff yesterday.
No.
There's still people that have no idea about her and her screaming.
Her dumb screamy shit.
Her screamy shit.
Oh,
is
is
right.
she terrible?
So what's up with Lady Gaga? She's completely naked?
Lady Gaga.
Well, I guess a friend of hers is an artist.
Oh, yeah.
And so for...
She's not fat anymore, right?
No.
Let me see some full frontal nudity of Lady Gaga.
You mean Stephanie?
What is she
Oh,
doing?
God.
No, don't skip through it. Let's watch the whole thing.
No.
What's that?
She just...
There you go.
oh, boy. Well, she's got her arms up in the air.
Well, that's the big...
She just
make
don't
the tits
care.
less droopy.
Exactly. All right. You know what? That's not bad.
Didn't she go out somewhere last week with, like, no makeup at all?
Did she?
Yeah.
Let's see.
She's dog-like. Yeah. She's not a good-looking woman. I don't know.
Keep going. Let's see more naked.
That's it.
What?
Those are the two shots.
How come you're not playing like a moving picture naked?
What is this?
That's why I'm not playing.
Wow.
What's the...
She's...
I don't even know how to say that word. Abramovic?
Method.
What is that?
It's like a type of, I think, like yoga. And this woman that she knows is starting a Kickstarter campaign.
Fucking yoga bear.
It's not supposed to be here.
I know. I just have to.
Why?
It's a tribute. It's an homage.
No, we take a break from that stuff.
Oh.
We take a break from that stuff.
Oh. I loved when Jimmy said, "I'm sorry my characters are destroying the show today." It was fun.
He's with the gigolos today, right?
That's right.
The gigolos.
There's a gathering of the gigolos.
Yes, the gathering of the gigolos.
Sam, you should have still went.
By myself?
The juggalos.
Yes. Why not?
I need somebody to help me with the equipment. I need
But
somebody.
Kenny's there. You would have hung out with them for a
Oh,
little
that's
bit, and then
true.
they're leaving. I know, but you should have just went.
No, we would have. They would have gone later, so I would have.
And you couldn't find anyone else to go with around here?
Well, E-Rock's busy, and what am I going to
What's
take?
Eric doing?
He's adding a wing to his house.
Yeah, Iraq is.
You're adding a wing
to the Nagel mansion.
He's adding a third or fourth floor, actually.
The Nagel compound
floor?
is getting bigger.
Yes.
Wow, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Iraq, you're adding more shit to your house?
That I am.
Iraq, perhaps a nursery. Is that what he's working on?
For himself, for his toys.
Yes, for his toys. The place he can go in and play with his toys.
A playroom for myself.
Eric had a tough day yesterday. He broke out some old toys to play with.
Where I sleep, where my husband Eric plays with his toys.
What did he do yesterday?
Eric had a tough day.
Yeah.
He said
So he broke out some older toys.
he posted
Oh.
a thing that said he was feeling down, like he was sad.
Yeah.
I don't know why. If I was E-Rock, I'd be happy all the time.
All the time.
But so he was sad, and so he opened a box of old Ninja Turtles toys.
Oh, that made him happy.
Yeah.
I got it.
Opened a box of.
It's on his Twitter.
Like it was sealed? It was a closed
Nah,
box?
he keeps them in a
Like
little plastic bag.
It's his old toys from when he was a kid.
And, oh, there you go.
You got your Bebop, your Rocksteady.
I have all of those still.
Now, E-Rock, when you open it up, do you stand them up and go pew pew pa pew ooh? Do you play with them
Those
like
are
that?
not Ninja Turtle noises.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. They didn't have guns.
Oh.
What's going on?
He's playing with his toys.
But they're in bags.
Yeah.
You got to store it because that way
Much like his semen. He doesn't want.
Do you ever pull them out of the bags?
I pulled these out yesterday. I haven't opened that box in like 20 years.
But I mean, do you pull them out of the actual bags?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And what do you do with it once it's out of the bag?
How much does that
Do you
worth?
make it walk?
Not much.
Do you go,
You've been storing this for 20 years and it's not even worth that much?
They've all been re-released, so loose, they're not worth anything.
Yeah.
None of this stuff's worth anything, though, right?
No, toy collecting, I mean, aside from a few things, it's not like, because everything's so mass-produced.
Right. That's what happened with baseball.
The
cards.
the other day, a little Riley was playing with the Smurfette, and she's on the picnic table, and she's going like dunk 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 dunk, walking, and then she wanted it to take a plane ride, so she had her planes, you know, the movie Planes, had a little plane, and Smurfette got on top of the plane and was flying around.
Nice.
So do you play with it like that, like a 4-year-old?
I would if I had the
Turtle van?
No, the Technodrome.
Oh.
Nice.
If I had that, I would, but these are just on display.
Okay.
I have a turtle van if you want it.
What is
I'll
it?
take it.
What is a Technodrome?
The Technodrome is
I
where
really don't know.
Krang lives. Krang is like the arch villain. He's worse than Shredder, quite frankly.
It's a spaceship and a tank. It came from Dimension X.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, it's a spaceship, it's a tank. It's a building, it's a bug.
Why did they make it the big?
Hey, why did you make it the bug?
Technodrome.
Technodrome.
It's where Krang lives. He's the arch villain. He's a brain.
Right.
But he's got a big robot body that he can live in, and he lives in the Technodrome from Dimension X. And his whole mission is to create evil and to stop the Ninja Turtles, which were created from mutagen.
Yes.
That was dripped into the sewer.
Right, the
Are
sewer.
you paying attention?
You gotta remember, Krang was a real person, but when they banished him from Dimension X, they separated his brain from his body.
Can't hear you, Eric.
Are you paying attention, or the phone's on? We were saying because Splinter got hit with the mutagen too, and then he met the Turtles and taught them the art of ninjutsu.
Oh boy.
Opie
and Shredder used to be a student of Splinter.
Opie.
Tasty.
I mean, they met Casey Jones, but he's a person.
He wears a Jason hockey mask.
He's a sports enthusiast who also knows ninjutsu.
What about April O'Neil?
April O'Neil's a reporter who happens to have a weird sexual tension with the Turtles.
Ew.
Michelangelo is a party dude.
Human? Wait, is the reporter human?
Yeah, April O'Neil, yeah.
Why would she have a sexual thing with turtles?
It's just a weird sexual tension. Is Opie paying attention? It's a little edgy.
To the game.
It's a weird.
She always comes down to their home in the sewers, brings pizza.
They love pizza because they're teenage mutant ninja turtles, you see.
Teens love
teenage.
You know what?
Donatello does machines. You know.
Do they have a leader?
E-Rock plays with this stuff?
That would be Splinter.
No, that's not
No, Leonardo.
Yeah,
E-Rock, do you play with it?
No, they're on display.
So what, you take it out, display them, and then put them back?
They're not on display, they're in bags.
Yeah.
No, I took them out of the bag.
And then what did you do with them?
I put them up on a shelf.
And then what?
Damn it!
And they're there to look at.
Never gonna get past that. What happened?
That's rough.
We were just talking about the turtles.
Oh.
Eric, where's Casey Jones?
So what's the Technodrome?
There's a second
No,
box
I'm not
I'm
gonna-
looking for that has the rest of them.
What?
I can't
Oh.
find it.
I'm not going to answer the question again.
No, what's the Technodrome?
I told you already, and I
Oh,
feel like
thank
you
you
might
for
not have
telling
been
me.
paying attention.
I was
And
paying
this is what
attention.
you were doing yesterday, E-Rock.
I decided
Instead
to
of
take them
helping to build the Nagel Mansion up.
Yeah. I decided to take them out.
Why were you so sad?
Yeah.
I had a shitty day.
Why?
What happened, E-Rock? Come on, open up for
Well,
us.
first I was having car problems.
Right.
Oh, no.
And,
what was there, a twig in the way? You couldn't get out?
And then
What's going on with the music?
We're not talking about Ninja
I'm
Turtles.
just
Yeah.
playing it. He's not paying
Sad
attention.
day.
I'm paying attention. Why did you have a bad day yesterday?
Yeah.
I had car problems, and then I broke a tooth. That wasn't fun.
Oh, Jesus. He didn't want to tell us that one, did he?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Little prying never hurts anyone.
What's the start?
E-Rock.
What's the start?
Yeah. Let's rock, paper, scissors for the start. E-Rock.
Oh, yeah, that's too easy.
You broke a tooth.
Yeah.
And that makes a bad day?
Well, yeah.
I have a broken tooth.
Did you break it or did a poacher take it?
Because it makes their dick harder.
Oh, E.
An aphrodisiac.
What happened to your car?
As I was driving it, the alternator just decided that it wasn't going to keep working
Wasn't going to
anymore.
alternate.
And yeah, it took several startups just to get the car home.
What were you eating when your tooth broke?
Tuna melt.
Tuna melt.
Tuna melt.
There's nothing really hard in
No,
there.
there wasn't. That's what was weird.
Well, Opie broke it on hummus, so.
Oh, that's the same tooth. So
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
that dumb tooth has been dying for a while. You might
Yeah.
need a root canal. You might be going down the same road I just went
No,
down.
they repaired it.
What?
I
What
think
they
he was
do? Super
excitedly
Same day
chomping.
dentist.
glue? Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you excitedly
He just gets so
chomping?
excited.
You think that was it? Just fucking slamming teeth together. What, they just glue it back in?
No, he doesn't
No,
mean
they
they repaired it.
What does he
Just the
mean?
new teeth are coming in. Sharknado.
Yes.
It's Shark Week. There's some shark humor for you.
Did
you get your car
topical.
What?
No.
Wait, you were able to get right to the dentist and they repaired it.
Well, it broke during the show yesterday, and I called, and I got a late afternoon appointment to come in. And
What the hell's going on with everyone's teeth on this
teeth
show?
are falling apart.
How much money did you get for the tooth?
How do they repair it so fast?
Yeah, what
I don't
do?
know. He put some needle right on the tooth there. I guess it's some kind of adhesive, and then they just rebuild the tooth right on top.
Wow.
And it was done within 20 minutes.
They take that little blue light and go,
Oh, that blue light was just shooting out of my mouth in multiple spots.
fucking amazing.
Really?
It just hardens that shit right back up. I'm stunned at the speed at which they do things at the dentist these days. Even that stupid stuff that you had to make the impression, you gotta go.
Oh,
it's like
the
oh,
gel
oh,
in the
20
the
minutes.
gel in the
oh.
metal.
Now it's like
Oh my
2
God.
seconds.
Awesome.
She feels. She goes, okay, open.
Yeah, see? Yeah,
Oh,
you see
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Ooh,
Lady Gaga with
that's
makeup
Lady
is
Gaga.
without makeup is horrendous. Thanks, J_Giordano.
I don't know much about Lady Gaga.
Holy fuck! I'll retweet your shit.
Yeah,
That's
is that
good.
her without no
I'll
makeups?
I'll retweet that shit.
E-Rock is like Alexander in the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Jesus.
Except instead of moving to Australia, he played with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Right.
So you chipped a tooth. You fucking your car broke. What else?
And everything was better with Ninja Turtles.
And that makes you play with Ninja
Travis is
Turtles?
correct.
Your wife's got to feel great that she's like, my husband had a bad day.
So we went
So
downstairs and played with his Ninja Turtles.
He runs to his toys for
Comfort.
For comfort.
Comfort.
Yes, for comfort instead of into the arms of a loving wife.
How do you play with your Ninja Turtles? Do you lay on your belly and just kind of like...
He's on the floor with his feet kicking.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, Ninja Turtles.
Making him fight.
No. There's some trouble we gotta take care of.
Oh, let's go.
Who's got the pizza?
Do you still have their original weapons?
Yep.
That's why they're in bags, to maintain their accessories.
How much is that worth?
Nothing.
Probably not much.
You've been hanging on to it for over 20 years.
So why do you keep them in bags?
Well, because at that point I was done, and I just threw them in bags and threw them in a box.
To E-Rock's credit, it's fun to collect them and have the accessories. I got all mine, like...
Yeah.
What
do you do with them?
You just collect them and you have them.
But, so you put them on, they're on display right now?
They're on a shelf.
I don't understand collectors. Jimmy's a collector too, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy's a hoarder.
He tells the story, he came to my house for one of my functions, and a boxing glove that I've had signed by a bunch of boxing greats.
Right.
Jimmy actually bought the boxing glove for me and said, "Here, I got this for you. I know you'd appreciate it." And I did, and I don't even know who signed it at this point.
It was a big one, though. It was like Sugar Ray Leonard or something.
Yeah, my nephew had it on, and he was just punching all of us with it.
Oh, no.
And Jimmy saw that, and I'm not even joking, was losing his mind. He couldn't wrap his head around the fact that the boxing glove that was signed by Sugar Ray Leonard and others, my nephew was just wearing for the at the party and punching people with.
Why would you do that?
Well, because in the end, what?
I know. What are you going to do with it?
I would think, if I saw all these guys on display at E-Rock's house, I'd actually think it was cool privately.
Privately, you'd be like,
I'd be like, that's pretty sweet, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I never understood that. I like collecting.
It's fun.
A few things here and there, but nothing crazy. Not like you guys.
I got a shelf full of wrestlers.
Jewelry
in my
of murder victims, perhaps. Bones. Wow, that's something.
But then again, I appreciate a good sunset picture. So
We all got our
each
things.
their owns. Each their owns.
I put the championship belts on the wrestler toys to match the real wrestlers, so...
It updates every week.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Wait, you actually update and move the championship?
Yeah, move the belts from guy to guy.
What are you going to do
my God.
if you go on like vacation and the belt changes and you know that there's a wrestler at your house?
Well, I'm already pissed because it's like the tag team champions now are new guys, so they don't have toys yet. So it's like...
So where are the
So that's
belts?
freaking you out.
They're just sitting there on the shelf alone.
Stupid belts.
Just stupid belts. Vacant. Championship
Wow.
is vacated.
It's terrible.
You do understand you have a very attractive wife.
She's banging.
All right.
She's banging?
Just thought maybe you forgot. I thought you forgot.
No, she still gets it.
Because if you knew that, you wouldn't be,
right,
playing with your
I'm not playing.
toys.
Again, I'm like
with your wrestling toys.
It's display. It's just the belts get moved.
Sure.
I have a feeling Eric plays with his toys more than you.
I think Eric does tend to play with his
If
toys.
he has a bad day, he breaks out those toys.
Those are just on display to look at.
I think maybe before they were on display, a couple of those turtles threw a couple of karate kicks.
Right, exactly.
I think so.
Yeah.
I believe so. I think Rocksteady took one to the chin.
Do they have articulated joints?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, then you moved them around a little bit. You moved the arms and legs around.
They're posed.
A little bit.
Yeah.
They're posed.
Ew, you're like a serial killer.
I know. I'm going to pose her.
I gotta pose
in a
my action
provocative
figures.
position for the police.
Now I gotta go and pose real girls.
Oh, boy.
Those are just display. There's other toys.
Yeah.
I don't doubt
To
it.
play with.
What is in the bags with them? Like I see this like white stuff.
Uh-oh.
In a bunch of them. What is that?
Yeah, what is
Wait
that?
a minute. Hold on.
Paper
Maybe it's
towels?
Maybe it's a little post-it that says what their name is.
Oh, no.
Semen?
Maybe it is used condoms.
Yeah.
We're still talking about action
bagging?
figures?
Yeah, but there's stuff in the bags. We can't figure out what it is.
Oh.
It looks like a piece of paper.
He's probably wraps them.
No,
With toilet
it is a
paper or
piece of
something.
paper because some of those characters I figured they weren't really that popular. I figured I'd forget who they were.
You were going to forget Michelangelo's name?
So
I
you
just wrote it.
jotted down the
Oh,
name
my
and threw it in the
God.
bag with
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah. He goes, yeah.
And tell me the truth, when you found these toys, did you actually forget any of their names?
Well, yeah, there's still a couple there. I don't.
All right.
That little
Yeah.
bug thing on the right, which I
Yeah.
never saw in the cartoon, really.
I had him.
I had, and me and my brother had all these.
Ugh.
And the guy with the rats on the lower left.
Right.
My brother had him. I had the robot
These
guy.
are all collecting dust in my dad's basement.
Well, they should be.
Yeah.
You're
in
adult.
unorganized boxes.
You're a grown man, for the love of God.
If I had a pool to put them around, maybe it'd be all right.
Oh, when's the pool going in at the Nagel
I don't have
mansion?
I need more
He's
property.
putting one. He's building one upstairs, actually.
Indoor upstairs pool.
Yeah.
Very
Nice.
cool. Very cool.
Let's go eat.
Yeah, let's eat something. All right.
I think the last 15 minutes were a complete waste of time.
I think
Love
it's podcast material.
Really? Podcast doing well?
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Our latest podcast is up.
Yes.
Episode 13, I think we're up to already. Wow, that's a quick 13 weeks, huh?
Man.
13?
13.
Yeah, that's something.
That's a quarter.
It's crazy.
That's a quarter of the year.
Amazing.
I feel like we just started the podcast.
Quarter of a year ago.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. So episode 13, you got to remind me what it is
Episode
again.
13 is good. It's the Breaking Bad interviews.
Okay.
Suck Cock for K-Rock, which is a classic.
Okay.
And what's the nugget?
Well, and then Master Po's evacuation plan.
All right.
Which is another classic.
Please don't give the nugget away again.
You want it to be a surprise.
I like the Opie and Anthony nugget to be a surprise.
But you like people to know it's there.
Yes.
Oh, it's there, all right.
Wait for it. Spend the hour listening to the podcast
That's
in
right.
anticipation of the
Exactly.
nuggets.
And then the Opie and Anthony nugget drops out.
Correct.
At the end of the podcast.
Oh, it drops out.
So go to iTunes, go to our Facebook page for the link. I have to say it all the time. I use Beyond Pod. I think it's called Beyond Pod because I don't have the iPhone. And that works great for me. Whatever. Go get it, please.
Right.
And tell people we got a podcast going. Because I hear from people all the time that say, look, I used to listen to you guys. And
Yeah.
they either can't afford the satellite radio or choose not to get it. So this is a way of getting our shit out there to those other people, and maybe they turn around and they get the satellite. Who knows?
Yes.
All right.
Wow.
The Opie and Anthony Show continues in moments.
And now these messages.
Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Driving that train.
Yeah. Oh, I know what this one is. I saw this in
Watch your speed.
Travis's email last night.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw this.
Jerry Garcia. You don't like the Dead, I know. We've done this many times.
Not a big
but
fan. No.
You could do it again.
I like the Dead. I'm not hardcore though. I go a little past the hits. That's it. Not
Wow.
too deep. Not too deep.
I liked that Touch of Grey song. The Dead fans are like, man, you don't even know.
I'll go with Shakedown Street.
Yeah?
Give me a little Shakedown Street. Jerry Garcia died 18 years ago today at the age of 53. He would have been, 71 if he was still around.
I remember that when we were, like, at AAF. Like,
yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very early on.
I like this one.
Oh, no.
You know this one, Ant?
Not in the least.
This isn't that deep. This is what I'm talking about. I know the hits, and
I've
then I
heard
go
this.
slightly deep.
All right, I've heard this.
Wasn't played on the radio a lot.
Sounds like funky.
Yes, it is.
A little more funky than I'm used to with the Dead.
No? Nothing?
No, this, how long did this go on live? Like fucking 45 minutes?
Hey,
Sounds disco, definitely. Disco Jerry.
Is this a live version?
No, the live version is 15 minutes and 32 seconds.
Fuck you, Grateful Dead. 15 minutes for a song.
This doesn't sound like the studio track. I haven't heard the song in a while.
Deadheads hate this song? That's what I'm reading.
Probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not saying like.
Wow.
It's one of the ones I do like, though.
Wow, wow, wow. It does sound a little fucking weird. Like they were going like, well, we gotta update our sound a little bit for the disco days. Yeah.
No, that's a different version of that song.
There you go.
I like Touch of Grey.
This was.
We want to talk about a song
big
Deadheads hate.
They hate this one.
Yeah, because it was too successful.
Very successful. And why
like
would you
it,
want
though.
the band that you really like to have any success? Dummies. Remember the video with the skeletons playing? Yeah. It's like the little Jerry Garcia fucking skeleton with the beard. And the keyboard player like fucking, oh. It was great. I liked this one. It's a little up song. It's got a fucking chorus. It's got verses. It's a real song.
It's a feel-good song. Right.
There they are. Look, it's the skeletons are playing.
That's crazy.
That's insane, right? Oh, now they're back to regular people. Now they're skeletons again. That was great.
Can I try to turn you on to a dead song?
No. I've been through it all.
Even Ashes?
Ashes?
Ashes to Ashes? Give me Ashes to Ashes.
All right. See if it works.
You're not going to like it. I love this one. There's got to be like a 30-minute version in
oh,
great. It's called Ashes to Ashes?
I think so.
It's
or
not in
Ashes,
here.
or can you look down at your screen there, Ant? What's the name of the song for
What's
real?
the name of the song, that Ashes to Ashes song?
Maybe
anyone? Ash to Ashes, but no. Ash to Ashes, funk.
You sure it's not in there?
Butts to
I don't see it in
butts
here,
to
no.
butts.
Oh, it's called Throwing Stones. Okay, right.
No, thanks.
I just did a little Google. I did a little Googling just now.
You did?
I know it is Ashes, but yeah, it is Throwing Stones. Throw Throwing Stones on.
Hold on 1 second.
In honor of the death of Jerry Garcia 18 years ago today. Dennis Falcone would be proud.
Oh, he would.
Working in some shit.
Some music. Are we saying you, though, to the people? Or are we?
Yes, I'm trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turn this up.
Picture a bright blue ball just spinning free. Dizzy with eternity.
Oh, boy.
Painted with a skin of sky.
Bob Weir on vocals.
Who's singing? Oh, I was going to say, who's singing this?
Yeah, no, it's
Brett Weir? It's Brett Weir.
It's over 7 minutes.
Oh, why wouldn't it be? It's one of their fucking short songs.
Hey, it's the day before vacation. Why don't we just play it out?
Oh, God.
We're in casual mode today.
Oh, boy.
It's Casual Friday.
It's called Annoy the Listener Day, then.
Let's just do song requests.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Is this a solo song, or?
No.
Yeah, it's the Dead?
Yeah.
I hate this. I gave it a shot. I
This
tried.
part where it just starts getting into a little...
No, I hate it all. I hate the whole song.
Yeah, it's too bad. You just don't
Terrible.
like... You don't like songs that jam a little bit, huh?
No, I kind of like a jammy song.
This is a jammy
sometimes,
song.
But
this gets jammy.
no.
Oh,
I'm not big on jam. You know what I like for a good jam?
Wow.
Classical gas.
Oh, my God.
Reminds me of watching Wide World of Sports when I was a kid or something.
Play classical gas.
Wasn't there always...
You're kidding, right?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I heard it yesterday.
I wasn't sure for a second.
I heard it yesterday, and all I'm thinking is, like, this reminds me of a sports show in the 70s. Like, they would always conclude, like...
If this is on the radio, I'm listening to it. And I'm turning it up a little bit.
There's just something about
Turn this up. This fucking guy knows how to
This
play.
is what older people try to show off with.
Yes.
When they're playing the guitar.
Yes! That's funny. It's like... And it gets huge after a while. It just starts with the guitar, and then it just builds.
Right.
You could consider this jamming, maybe? No? No, it's pretty structured.
He's just showing off his skills.
Oh, yeah.
But he made it sound like something.
Work.
Yes, his fret work. And then at first, and then little by little, some shit comes in.
It keeps adding a little something, something.
Yeah, it's like Wide World of Sports would use this at the end, or some other shows.
All right, here we go.
Shows.
All right, it's going to kick in any second.
Another.
Doesn't it kick in? Doesn't it really start going?
It gets huge.
I like songs that build.
It's still just...
You don't know this one, E-Rock?
I know the song, but this is the cut from the 60s channel, so I'm assuming this is the one they're playing.
Yeah, it's...
It seems rather lackluster.
Well...
And there's a minute left.
Oh, that's it? I always remember the song, like, really going...
It does. Who does? Wait. Did E-Rock pick the wrong version?
Mason Williams.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
right here.
I'll see if there's a different version.
What? I remember this song differently.
E-Rock, there's a version that just goes insane.
Is there horns that pop in and all that shit?
Horns, it's fucking huge. It's like an orchestra.
You sure there's only a minute left in the song?
There's 20 seconds left.
No, man, there's a different version.
This is the one that's assigned to the 60s channel.
Oh, that must.
Oh,
They
man.
must have to have an edit because they, you know.
It's crazy. You don't want to give those people fucking
Let me try
agita.
this one here.
Diarrhea.
No, because then the horn pops in.
Yeah,
and then they really. Is this a longer version?
Yeah, this
I'm
one's a
hearing
3-minute
drums.
version.
Yeah, listen. You hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, now we're rocking.
Now it's
Okay.
all right. It's already fucking crazy.
It's already rocking.
Yeah.
Not that
Listen.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
See, here come the strings.
Right.
How is that, Sam?
I told you we were hip, Sam. This is some hip shit right here.
Lame. Yeah. Lame.
Totally.
Sorry, they don't say fucking nigga in it 20 times.
That would be cool. But
no one's rapping over it.
But if a rap guy takes the riff and makes some
yeah,
then it's cool.
Yeah.
Put a drum machine behind it. I would listen to it.
Yeah, classical gas.
Classical
It's
gas, that's what I'm talking about.
Classical.
You know what? This fucking guy in Florida is absolutely right.
What?
He's absolutely fucking right.
Uh-oh.
And you know what? I want him to say it on the air.
You're old?
Well, we are old. We're starting to acknowledge that. But we were both thinking of this song that he's about to say. Yes, absolutely. Go ahead, Vern. Wait, I can't hear you.
Hold on.
Oh my God, I can't hear you. Go ahead, Vern.
Fire on High is the song you're looking for. You're killing me with this lame guitar shit here.
Oh, ELO.
I think he's right.
Fire on High.
Fire on High is the one that just
ELO.
Yeah, he's right.
Check it out.
This is the one that just builds.
Go get it. It builds.
One of the greatest building songs of all time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Big building song?
5.5 minutes.
Whoa.
See, that's what I would do with my theme weekends. The greatest building songs of all time, where they start off slow and just keep building and building.
You should cut the song off right as it's about to hit.
Funeral for a Friend does that.
Yep. See, they go backwards and all sorts of shit in this song.
This
you know
is
this
scary.
one.
ELO.
Yeah.
Is this a movie? We're watching a movie?
It's very cinematic.
It's crazy. Oh, this is scary stuff right here.
You remember this,
This
right?
is stuff, if you smoked weed when you were younger and listened to this, you'd freak out. It's like, oh, you hear what he's saying? He's talking to me. What is this? This is stupid.
Well, they didn't need all this shit, obviously, but...
Is this the song we were thinking of?
Yes.
It's not a song yet.
Yes.
This isn't a song yet. Oh. Very big. Very evil. Demonic. Sounds like
Get ready.
it could be in The Omen.
Get ready with your air guitar.
Or, yeah? This one is a big one. Yeah.
This is epic.
This is epic.
You know how the kids use the word epic, Sam?
They do.
It came from this fucking song right
Really?
here. This is epic.
It's like history.
That's right.
CBS uses it for golf tournaments? Yeah. You'll hear that, like, and CBS Sports presents. Yeah.
How much longer we got on this?
3.5 minutes.
Perfect.
My God.
Perfect.
And then, yeah, here it is. Very slow. Starts off. Sam, what do you think?
I mean,
yeah. Now you like it?
sounds like an 80s soundtrack.
Does it?
Or a Broadway musical.
Yeah. It sounds like something Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote.
This should be in Phantom.
Yes.
Phantom.
Wow.
But I love Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh, you gotta look like Cats.
There we go.
I
Here
love
it
Cats.
is. This is what we were thinking of, I'm thinking.
No, I was also thinking of Classical
You
Gas.
were, but it never really kicked in.
Classical Gas sucks.
Hey.
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Hey, come on now. Oh, yeah.
See, we're rocking right here.
And now the strings come in.
You gotta pop a road soda at this point.
Oh, a road
You're
soda.
fucking rocking.
Listen to that.
Sounds like a production bed.
The drum is just going crazy here.
Right.
This is the song that the old white guy puts on at the hip-hop party in the movie. And all the black guys turn around and go, what?
And they start rapping over it.
They speed it up.
Yeah,
they play it backwards.
What gives you street cred, Sam Roberts?
The old lady starts rapping to it, the old white lady.
So I think you are a rich kid from Westchester. Make them believe you have street cred.
No, I've seen movies, and I'm aware of what people listen to.
Yeah?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
You're very jaded.
I'm not jaded.
You don't know your rock history.
I'm just 29.
30. You've,
he's holding on to that 29.
Yeah, I got him on.
Boy,
Have fun with that.
Like a fucking lifeline.
Right.
Oh.
You'll blink, you'll be 37. So have fun saying you're 29.
Oh. 30 seems like a week away from pushing 40. Oh, it's terrible. Oh,
See?
back to this again.
See?
Yeah, I'm not,
This is just fucking crazy right here. Some crazy shit.
I probably won't add this to my iTunes.
That's too bad. You're missing out.
It's great. It's like
in my
soundtrack.
instrumental
This
section.
could be a life soundtrack. You're driving down the road. Oh, man. I'm
thinking about everything.
This sounds like an ad before a YouTube video.
Don't make me put on Jessica by the Allman Brothers.
Oh, boy.
I know Jessica.
I'll fuck your shit up with some Jessica.
My wife is
See,
named
we're
after
even
that.
getting requests for Jessica.
Named after that song?
My wife is named after that song, yes.
Whoa.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I did know that. Sam's father-in-law is basically a deadhead.
Yeah.
He loves the Allman Brothers and the Dead. I like him a lot.
Wow.
He's a big time, like, all 70s rock.
Do you rag on him and his music?
No, because he doesn't push it on me.
Ah.
What are you talking about? How do I know that? Whenever I see him, he's playing like the Dead or the Allman Brothers.
Yeah, but he's not sitting there going like,
your father-in-law
why
suck
are you
up.
dressed like that? Jay-Z's ruining songs. What are you... Jay-Z's ruining He's not making me fight for my life.
Oh, be mad just because I speak the truth. People get mad at me because I speak the truth.
No, because you make up some bullshit to get people upset is why people get mad.
No, I've never done that in my life.
Constantly.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Great toodly-doo song.
One of the greatest instrumental songs of all time.
I need a new whistle.
These guys knew how to play their instruments, Sam. Unlike the artists of today.
It's like a commercial for a travel site.
All right, E-Rock. You're not that much fucking younger than us. You're in the slot between Sam and us, all right?
He's jumping on my side.
He's trying to push his age a little lower than it really is. You want to go with
him?
Just keeping the beat in the background. Everyone's just doing their part, working together.
Synergy.
They all got the same destination in their sights, and that is awesomeness.
A one-way ticket to awesomeness. All go in the same place, just different methods of transportation.
Wow, very good.
Cranking.
Can I do one more request?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
I like this.
Can we go with In Memory of Elizabeth Reed, please?
Oh, my God.
Please.
In memory of Elizabeth Reed.
Please.
Live version?
How many versions we got in the system?
E-Rock, please tell us how long the live
There's
version is.
18 versions.
No, I know.
18 versions.
It was a big song.
What's the longest version of it?
I'm going to go with...
I'm going to say 22 minutes.
It might be pushing 30.
I'm sorting
There might be a
by
30-minute version.
Oh, my God.
Duration?
No.
Well, the longest version is not by the Allman Brothers.
Oh. Who did it?
It's a group called Great Caesar's Ghost.
What?
I don't know what that is.
They're obviously on the jam
But
station.
the second longest is Allman Brothers at 13 and a half minutes.
Nice.
God, it's just no need.
Can we hear a little piece of it?
Oh.
Yeah. Of the long version?
It's just self-indulgent.
No, the
at
Allman
that
Brothers.
It is self-indulgent at that point.
That's what I mean. The long live Allman Brothers.
Much like when rappers just rap over each other.
Right.
Self-indulgent.
Rap
dribble.
over the beautiful voice.
Yes.
But at least you don't go to a show.
Yeah, New York, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know, yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, in the club, New York, yeah. Let her sing. Let her sing. Let her fucking sing.
You end up going to one of these concerts and you hear 4 songs because they just have to keep them going.
Ugh. Yes, they do.
Right?
You continue being closed-minded.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm closed-minded.
You're missing out on a lot.
It's me.
You should eat steak and you should listen to the Allman Brothers.
Oh, my God.
Listen to this.
I should go where you are. You shouldn't come to
Listen
me.
to this. There's no problems in the world when you hear this.
It's because it's 30 years ago.
Rap music makes you all
30.
just tense and scared.
This is from the year 1970, this version.
Oh, my
70.
God. 1970.
Rap music gives you anxiety, gets you scared of the world.
Yep.
And this, look, man, there's nothing going on, man.
I had an episode this morning, driving in.
Of what?
Of near violence.
Why? What happened?
What were you listening to?
10-10 wins.
It's that John Montone.
I was driving, and the light was green for me, of course. I'm driving up,
Let's
I
keep
guess,
this as the
47th.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll keep mellow.
Yeah.
I was driving up 47th or whatever it is, 48th maybe, I don't know. But I drive up it every morning, and the lights are green. They're timed properly, so I have to make every green light.
Sure.
If I get slowed down at one, I'm going to be fucked at the next. So they're doing some construction where the crosswalk, it's completely blocked off by a big wall, and people just walk right out.
Yeah.
With the fucking thing, and you're piling in. So I normally, when I'm coming up to it, I go, bam, 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 bam. I just beep the horn. There were some people crossing, and I was beeping the horn, not for the people already in the crosswalk, but to alert other people that might be walking, because it's a total blind spot, not to step out.
Yeah, you don't want that in your brain.
This motherfucker
that you ran someone over.
That was in the crosswalk when I was beeping. He was at the sidewalk already.
Right.
Fucking turns around, yells something, and I hear thud, and his cup of coffee goes smashes all over my fucking window.
Get the fuck out of here!
I fucking lay on the brakes. Lay on the fucking brakes. I skid.
How many rounds did you fire this time?
Full mag.
Wow.
Full mag. 7 rounds. But I got out of the truck.
No,
and I'm fucking yelling. I start yelling at the guy. I go, throw shit at my truck, you fucking faggot! I was yelling at him like
you said
crazy.
the F word.
Oh yeah.
Have fun with HR.
And I go,
not going to be good.
Have fun with HR.
It was outside the building.
Still,
They don't
HR
care.
is jurisdiction.
I was like, yeah, and he turns around and looks, and I go, yeah, keep walking, you fucking motherfucker. And I threw a few more epithets out, and then it was a white guy, so don't worry. But and then I got
we knew it was a white guy because you said faggot.
Well, that's true.
You would have,
Yeah, I would have dropped an N-bomb on him.
Probably.
But it was a dumb white guy. Yeah, so I just fucking yelled, and he kept walking. He wanted no part of me.
Where was this, Anthony, when the guy took out my side view mirror?
Hey, he was
with
close.
One punch?
Hey, if the guy started running after me, I had plenty of time to get back in my truck and speed away.
We were shock jocks with this incredible edge, but we sat there like two fucking pussies as this animal takes out my very involved side view mirror with one punch.
Oh, he just left those dumb cables hanging.
Holy fuck.
It looked like fucking C-3PO's arm was ripped off. There's just cables moving for the mirror.
Well, I did bump the guy, but...
Yes, you did.
But we needed to, get through the green light. It was a green light, but the pedestrians kept walking across.
Yep.
I think it was 57th Street.
And very slowly
And it was around
walking.
5th Avenue where a lot of tourists are.
Oh, I hate that.
And he was going slowly, so I decided to give him a little tap with my car.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts. A little tap with my car.
Little tap.
This guy didn't even hesitate. Goes to the side of my car, which was Anthony's side. He was in the passenger seat.
He did like Hulk smash on the fucking mirror. He just lifted his
fist. It was unbelievable.
Bam! Straight down. Cracked the mirror right off the fucking side of the car.
How can a person have that much anger that all you got to do is tap them and it just unleash?
Just tapped him with my car. I thought, you know.
Give him a little kneecap.
I thought that was proper etiquette.
You gave him a little kneecap.
But the strength this guy had, and like Ann said, the thing was hanging by 2 cables. It was one of those really involved side view mirrors.
Did you exchange insurance information after?
Oh my God, we were scared shitless. I'm not even gonna front.
I didn't even turn to look at him doing it. I still just looked straight ahead like it wasn't happening. Just look at it. Opie, go. Opie, go. Opie, go. My mirror just go.
I made a huge mistake.
Just go.
I made a huge mistake.
Yes.
We were scared shitless.
Oh, 2 little pussy boys.
Oh boy, were we! It was a brand new car too.
Yeah.
And then that thing hung there for. This says a lot about me. It hung there for at least a month, to the point where I had a half circle because it was just
every time it would.
It was like a pendulum. It was just a pendulum for a month straight.
Perfect compass.
Right.
You weren't worried about it, like the cables breaking and then your mirror would just fall off one day?
I guess.
No. If the cable didn't break when Hulk smashed it, it wasn't coming off from bumps in the road.
He smashed your window off and you went, okay, sir.
One punch. Do you understand?
I said, I'll try that again, though, and you'll see me.
Again if you want.
All right, there's 2 mirrors. Go ahead.
I think he broke his hand and he just was too cool about it to not let us know that it hurt.
Did he keep walking after that, or was he yelling?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
He just punched it and left.
Yeah.
Punched it and walked.
Insane.
It was.
It was crazy.
He was a big. I bet his friends call him Moose. He was the guy that you would nickname like, "Hey, look, Moose is here," and he'd walk in. Hey, how you doing, guys? Mongo keg on his shoulder.
I thought, we were safe in the comfort of my car, so I figured a little tap would be all right.
Yeah.
A little tap. Just a tap to the hip.
Let him know.
Bumper to the hip.
I'm in a motor vehicle, sir. I have more power than you.
Sir.
Because we had to rush home to our wonderful lives on Long Island.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Our just
Let's make sure we get
lives.
home quickly. Gotta get home fast. Catch her before she has fucking 2 or 3 drinks in her. Maybe get a moment of fucking... a vision of who I once saw.
Yeah. At least if that dude had put you in the hospital, you wouldn't have had to go home.
That's true.
You know when the 50s dad would come home and everything was like, hey, it was all nice.
I'm home, Junior. Yeah.
My opening line every day was, what's the problem today?
And then the answer.
What's wrong today?
Nothing.
What's wrong today?
Yeah. God, then you gotta fucking listen to nothing. And wonder why.
So that's so as soon as you walked in the door, that buzz you got from having like a good show,
just gone.
It would be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like
before I walked in the door,
just
driving up when I turned and saw the street name, I was like, oh boy.
So you felt like you were going to school when you were going home.
I think
that sort of dread,
yeah.
responsibilities.
Yes.
I think Anthony has the same feeling when he passes his old house as people have when they pass Ariel Castro's house.
Ariel Castro. I lived in a house of horrors out on Long Island.
Especially the girls, because I'm sure they've driven by the house.
Sure.
Yeah.
For the goof, since they've been freed.
Yeah.
I bet you they've driven by a couple times.
I want to speak for people that have honorable marriages. I think that God should look after the people that have horrible marriages.
Oh, what a weirdo she is.
Well,
look, I understand, but
she might look a little weird, but man, does she have bravery.
Yes.
Back to you.
What a courageous young woman.
That'd be a great
She's apparently 2 feet tall, too, I think.
She's very small.
She's very tiny. I guess being beaten stunts your growth.
Yeah, she went into that house. She was 5'8", so...
Yeah.
Just shows you what kind of horror was going on.
There's much work to be done.
Oh God, this loony girl.
I get like a bit of a shiver when I drive by your old house, because I still drive by your old house a lot because it's on the way to FH Riley's. It's right down the street from FH. So I've seen it many times since you've left there.
The windows that used to have the candles in them.
Yeah, I get a little not a shiver, but a little, just a little.
Yeah.
You
wouldn't get haunted house, like driving past the Amityville Horror House.
You wouldn't get excited if there were candles. Didn't that mean sex night?
Yes, it did.
Certainly did. It meant hubba hubba. There's going to be some action tonight. And meanwhile, all I wanted to do was get on the computer and play Half-Life.
It's not good. The best part, it would just go, candle night. It's so mad. See you tomorrow.
Once around the block, well,
that is
just drive around a couple of times. Drop me off at New York Avenue. I want to drink.
That's really bad. When you're in a marriage and you don't enjoy having sex with your wife.
It's called candle night, Sam.
But then you also don't enjoy not having sex with your wife. Like, you don't like the conversation.
I didn't like anything.
Sexual interaction.
I didn't want to be in the same fucking room, same house.
Ever.
No.
Wow, this song is really
That's why it only lasted 9 years.
You should have thought of getting out of that sooner.
I really should have, huh?
You had to wait for a nice catalyst, though.
Yeah, I needed a good shove.
Yeah. Boy, did you get one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're still listening to In Memory of Elizabeth Reed.
We are.
What do you think of this, Sam?
It's too long. It's just...
Yeah, Elizabeth Reed. Elizabeth Reed.
Speed it up, put a drum machine behind it, and then I'll let you know. But right now...
It's going well. I think the song's going well.
I don't like songs that you have to have a conversation. Like, you can't just listen to this. This is background stuff.
Well,
I like foreground songs.
This is background stuff. It's a jam.
Yeah, but it gets you all tense.
Big jam.
No, it gets my ego up. I like that. I need that.
That new song by Tone Loc, Wild Thing.
That's a little fucking
new song.
Couldn't be older. Couldn't be an older song.
That song's dated.
What about Young MC? What song did he do?
Bust a Move.
Bust a Move.
Right. Yeah.
Did he change his name? I was trying to figure it out because
yes, Sam Roberts.
Oh,
that's right.
Who knew?
He changed his name to like Parent MC or Old MC. Or
yeah, it's hard to be Young MC
not
when you're
so
fucking
young MC.
Look, he's bald.
I don't know.
Looks like he's still Young MC.
Looks like no one gives a fuck because he only has 2,600 followers on Twitter.
How did he get verified? I'm not verified.
So I was looking at that the other day. I'm like, Sam Roberts isn't verified.
I think I should be verified.
I could get that done in a second, too.
You gotta go.
Why wouldn't you?
Because you haven't been nice to me lately.
I'm nice to you all the time.
Not really.
Yeah.
I hear the undertones.
I got. Do you get verified through the same guy I did?
I ain't saying.
Yeah.
I know who got you verified.
Who?
You shouted her out on the air one time and she got pissed.
Oh, because I didn't do the other side of that. I was supposed to promote something. And I never promoted. Jenny Hutt got me verified.
Oh.
And she goes, but
How
my
the
friend...
fuck did she do it?
And she goes, but my friend has a blog. Can you just mention it once? I'm like, yeah, no problem.
You know people are getting verified. People get, like, agents.
Yeah.
And these agents have digital, sections of their agent tree or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm in the business.
Yes.
And then they just pay. Like, you pay your agent gets you verified.
Oh.
Fucking Nicole's verified.
That's crazy. That is crazy that she's verified.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Yeah, she's
what?
stupid.
She's stupid.
Unnecessary meanness.
What happened?
Oh, man.
Is this song almost over, E-Rock? I was trying to get to the end of it.
You see? You got about a minute.
Yeah, see,
it'll either go
No, this is the part where it wakes you up from the coma to go, okay, we're going to finish this now, people.
I'd be so bored at a concert if this song was on.
No, they'd be passing around the wine satchel, and joints would just be coming back and forth. You don't even know where they came from.
It was a different time, Sam.
I guess so.
People knew how to calm their brains down for a little bit.
People would pass joints and not even want them back. Like, they would hit and then pass it off to their left or something, and then it would just go down the line. And someone you don't even know would, like, elbow you. You're like, huh? And then they go... And you go, oh, thanks. And then you pass it off, and then a wine fucking satchel thing will come by, and you're fucking drinking that.
Sounds like a lot of germs.
It was crazy germs. But who cared? No bad diseases came out of the 70s.
They have the laser lights with it?
Yes. It was great.
That's it. There you go.
Nothing was more fun than going to a concert, like one of these old concerts around the 4th of July, where people would literally throw blockbusters from the upper tier.
Oh, fuck, I forgot
into
about
the
that.
crowd on the floor, but it would blow up above them because they'd time it. But It's so fucking dangerous.
How is that not tense? I would feel very tense if somebody was throwing
crazy.
Yeah.
No, you were
So you know how arrested you'd be right now in a second?
It's
terroristic bombs.
Yes.
You're bombing. The news would be like, and a bombing at a concert today.
Class 2 explosives.
Yes, explosives. Oh, tied to Al Qaeda? No, it's Charlie Daniels.
Or they go to a Young MC concert.
Ah, bust a move.
Can we do a little bust a move into break?
You got it.
Idea.
Why? Old school rap rules.
I thought this was new.
Well, it's about 10 years old now, I think.
You know, it's
10th
not even
anniversary
dated,
of this
though. This
song.
sounds very current still.
It's extremely dated.
All right, we'll be back.
Damn.
I want to listen to the words, man.
This here's a jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and showing body. A chick walks by, you wish you could sex her, but you're standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next day's function, high class luncheon. Food is served and you're stone cold munching. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start gawking. Sits down next to you and starts talking. Says she wanna dance cause she likes the groove, so come on, fatso, and just bust the move. Just bust the move. You're on a mission and you're wishing someone could cure your lonely condition. Looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration, first inclination is to become a monk and leave the situation. But every dark tunnel has a light of hope, so don't hang yourself with a celibate rope. New movies showing, so you're going. Could care less about the vibe you're blowing. Theater gets dark just to start the show. Then you spot a fine woman sitting in your row. She's dressed in yellow. She says hello. Come sit next to me, you fine fellow. You run over there without a second to lose. And what comes next? Hey, bust the move. Just bust the move. In the city, ladies look pretty. Guys tell jokes so they can seem witty. Tell a funny joke just to get some play. Then you try to make a move and she says no way. Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon. Got no money and you got no car, then you got no woman. And there you are. Some girls are sadistic, materialistic. Looking for a man makes them opportunistic. They're lying on the beach perpetrating a tan so that a brother with money can be their man. So on the beach you're strolling, real high rolling. Everything you have is yours and not stolen. A girl runs up with something to prove, so don't just stand there, bust the move. Just bust the move. Break it down for me, fellas. Has a brother Larry. In 5 days from now he's gonna marry. He's hoping you can make it there if you can, cause in the ceremony you'll be the best man. You say neato, check your libido, and roll to the church in your new tuxedo. The bride walks down just to start the wedding, and there's one more girl you won't be getting. So you start thinking, then you start thinking. A bridemaid looks and thinks that you're winking. She thinks you're kinda cute, so she winks back, and now you're feeling really firm cause the girl is stacked. Reception's jumping, bass is pumping. Look at the girl and your heart starts thumping. Says she wanna dance to a different groove. Now you don't want to do, G, bust the move. Just bust the move. Move it, boy.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show is back. Go on, sit down. The celebrities are ready to entertain you some more.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. This or that. 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 This or that.
Right.
Who's the black sheep? What's the black sheep?
Hamster commercial.
Right. They're fucking driving in the car, getting all fucking hamstery.
Yep. Old school rap day. We're calling it. Nice.
It's weird. In prison, some of the white guys call black guys hamsters.
I heard that.
Yeah. I remember I was staying at some friend's house back in the day when I didn't have a place to live, really. And his brother had just gotten out of prison for robbing a gas station, armed robbery. And he would just tell these hilarious stories of prison life. And he would be like, yeah, and then the fucking hamsters would come over and cause some problems. So, yeah, that was like a thing that I guess the white guys would call black guys in prison.
But why?
I don't know. Hamster? I don't know. Yeah, this fucking hamster commercial.
Where's the black sheep? Here's the black sheep.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I was saying how
I don't know who does this.
I don't either.
Black sheep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was saying how upset I was at the new Kmart back to school commercials last night.
Right.
Of course.
The Ebonics one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the one where they're like, let me ask you something, and it's like, and all the kids are really kind of wiggered out and stuff, and talking all ghetto, and it just seems like, is that really what you want to kind of push?
Isn't it just a goof? Because the girl also says fiscally responsible in it.
I know, but that's just it too, you know? Then they get the little ghetto kid, and she's the one that, you know, is all articulate.
Well, let me see this thing.
But I don't think, like after watching, like, Rachel Jeantel's testimony and stuff, isn't it apparent that the education system is not really doing its job as far as teaching kids English? And then to perpetuate it with a commercial where it's just showing kids sounding like morons. Yeah, let me ask you something. And it's like, it's the whole ghetto attitude that's just like fucking, it makes it accepted, you know?
But that's how you tell yo mama jokes, isn't it? Like, could you really do it without...
Nah, you know what I mean? I don't know.
You don't know.
Julio, I need to ask you a question. What is it, compadre? Yo mama get that hoodie at Kmart? Yeah, dog. Well, yo mama must have calories, because that hoodie is sweet. Oh, yeah? Well, your mama's like a tasty cheese plate, because she stuck a bunch of cheddar on them Kmart jeans. Oh! Well, your mama's got so much game that she couldn't even store it on that tablet. Come on! Your mom's so fashion forward, the future girl, they want those hot tops back. Well, your mama's so fiscally responsible, she got all that on free layaway.
I don't know.
Shop Your Way members get free layaway at Kmart. Your school year starts here.
What's he doing?
Why is he doing that?
He's stretching.
You got a chubby Asian guy in little shorts to stretch.
School year starts.
It's great.
Whatever.
I understand.
Positive
it's
mama
a
jokes.
Goof. I understand
That's
it's a
stupid.
goof. You know, I'm not stupid all the time. I understand it's a goof, but it's just, I don't know.
I don't mind that at all.
In this environment we're in this, you know, it's sort of, I don't know. It seems to be, like, why not just then put cigarette commercials on?
Yeah.
You know? It's going to be detrimental to the children.
That's how you say ask, though.
Let me ask you something.
That's just how it is now.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah.
Wow,
It's almost
man. Great white sharks, they're scary.
Shark Week, of course. Everybody all crazy about sharks on Discovery.
Yeah.
What was there, a shark in the fucking subway or something?
Yeah.
Some fucking kids from Coney Island threw a shark in the train.
Yeah.
And they were doing like Sharknado things. With
Yeah,
the news. Is it a case of Sharknado? No.
In your neighborhood?
Ah, well, it was on the subway.
Yeah, play that video.
It's fucking a foot long.
I know. It's a dumb little...
Something fishy in New York somehow. A dead shark turned up on an empty subway train on Wednesday. Apparently, it gave strap hangers quite a noseful during the morning commute. Now, this all comes just in time, he says, with a hint of skepticism. In time for the Discovery Channel's annual Shark Week. So New Yorkers are wondering whether the finned creature was left behind from the Sharknado, or whether this is one big publicity.
It's a real shark.
Pause.
It's a real dead shark.
People weren't thinking either one of those things.
No.
Who are these people?
They thought
no one thought twice about it. The news is all about it.
Threw a dead shark in the
There's a dead shark on the train. That's
no one was
inconvenient.
thinking, wait, is this a publicity stunt for Shark Week or Sharknado? No one was thinking that at all, actually. I think most people realize, it's dopey kids, throwing a fucking dead shark on the subway. Anyway, I think this is my stop. I got to get off.
I gotta go to work.
Huh?
I gotta go to
I
work.
gotta go to work. No.
Stand clear of the closing jaws, it says.
Whoa! That's crazy.
Get it? Because...
Very, very funny.
How do they end it? Because now they got to do their little banter, their news banter.
Heard on local news, they said it had a cigarette in its jaw and apparently a newspaper under its fins. It sounds like a cruel prank. It's very cruel.
Really? Maybe it was just fucking smoking and read the
It
paper.
smelled really bad, but better than a typical subway car. We're going to need a bigger subway.
Because some of those homeless people can really stink, right?
Matt Lauer, you're a card.
You smell like shit.
You get so much fucking money to do hack shit like that.
Great.
So much. And it wasn't a cruel prank. Some kids found a dead shark and said, well, fuck, let's put it in our book bag and we'll just drop it on the subway on the way home.
Where's the cruelty?
Where's the cruel part of it?
It's annoying.
They didn't kill the shark. I guarantee that.
No, it was washed up on the beach.
Yep.
On the beach.
Yep.
And they were like, let's take it. And then they brought it in the subway car, and they're like, what are we going to do with this shark?
Just leave it.
Oh, let's just leave it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of it.
Pretty much. What's going on with this young woman in Australia? I don't know this one, Sam Roberts.
She is a gem.
What happened?
You're pretty much calling her the dumbest person ever.
She's very, very dumb.
She's way up there?
Did she call a hospital in England and make someone kill themselves?
It's this 27-year-old, and she's running for some kind of political office in Australia.
Right.
But
what do they have down there? What do they have down there? Fucking magistrates?
I don't know.
I don't know what I don't know.
But she's very anti-Islam, and she was sticking stickers.
A constable? Is she running for constable?
She was sticking
constabulary
stickers on halal food that were anti-Islam, so she might go to jail for that. And you can't run for office if you end up in jail. But she talked to the Australian news about her viewpoints and if she thinks she can win.
So you're calling her one of the dumbest.
Fucking muzzies? I don't like them.
Who are some of the great dumb people of all time?
Great dumb people of all time.
Especially politically.
Dan Quayle.
Sure.
Dan Quayle was way up there.
He comes up as a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Palin put her foot in her mouth.
Sarah Palin,
yes,
comes off as a great dummy, one of the great dumb fucks of our time.
Who else?
I don't know if they're a general dummy, but Dukakis did a dumb thing at least.
Dukakis was
a dumb thing,
a dummy.
Who else?
Anthony Weiner, just a dummy. Well, he's stupid for, doing what he was doing.
He just loves to jack that dick.
He loves it.
Any updates on Wiener and the pig?
Wiener and the pig.
Nothing?
Not today, but
all right.
I'm hearing Anthony Weiner still does not give a fuck.
I like that.
He don't give a fuck.
Nope.
I like that.
Good for him.
Fuck.
Good for him.
Nice. Another guy that doesn't give a fuck is A-Rod, and he's, he's got a home game tonight finally?
Oh, boy. Let's see how that works out.
Daily News isn't playing. You see the sports page? Turn it over and read what they just
Boo the bum.
They just wrote boo the bum. They're just basically telling everyone, if you're going to Yankee Stadium tonight, boo the bum.
It's not even a play on words this time.
No, they're not playing.
Not even, look at how they write it, though. In very small writing, they put, with disgraced A-Rod back home, Girardi unsure if Bomber fans will, ... giant letters, boo the bum.
What?
So they're saying they're not sure if he's going to get booed, but they're saying boo him.
Right.
That's great.
Clever.
That is clever. Keeps him from inciting.
What? Jackie just gave me my last vegetable juice that she'll ever get.
Wow.
I don't know how you drink that.
What?
Because it's got beets and orange and carrots and
spinach.
I wasn't going to say that one.
She says spinach.
Oh, yeah, spinach.
Spinach.
Yo, you're spinaching that basketball.
Yes.
Spinach.
You know, if previous...
Total spinach.
Total spinach.
If previous interns had stepped up to the mic that quickly, they literally would have been thrown out by the seat of their pants.
Oh, my God.
Or they'd be wearing this juice.
Exactly.
Wearing the juice. You know how to drink it? You know how to fucking wear it? Yeah, that's it.
That
and
hasn't been an
questioning
outfit
you.
yet.
Huh?
I could have sported it. It hasn't been an outfit.
Oh, right.
You say right.
Well, her little outfits.
Yeah.
She wears different outfits every day.
Play a soundbite.
You've worn that dress before, I believe, but not with that belt.
No, I've seen the belt.
Well, yeah.
I've seen the belt.
rewear the belt.
Not with that dress.
I
though.
know.
Not with that dress.
I've seen the belt.
You don't even remember the other interns' names. And you remember her belts and accessories.
Yeah, she wears the belt to accessorize some of her other outfits that she brought down from
Well, this is also a size too big, so I wear the belt in it. Doesn't make me look as frumpy. How interested are you?
You look wonderful. I mean, I'm not interested, but Owen and Ann pretending to be.
You're supposed to buy
complimenting her. It's crazy.
Never buy bigger sizes, because then you're gonna go. You know what? I could have another ho-ho.
Keep them clothes tight.
You got to keep them tight, yo.
Never had a ho-ho.
No?
No. So.
Ring ding?
No.
Devil dog?
No.
Ding dong?
She's got so much life to experience. Snow hose, ring dings, ding dongs.
Gas station snack cakes.
Those pink snowball things.
Yeah. Right.
Those look weird.
Those are terrible. You
don't
could
like
peel the
coconut.
pink snowball stuff off. It's like rubber. And then you just eat the cakey part in a pinch, you know?
Talking about nobody giving her a snowball. There's no jokes to be made. It's all class here.
The
It's all
snowball.
class.
You're looking for a snowball joke?
I was there.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that,
No,
though.
we're
Her
not
mom's
that type of
coming in
show.
today. Her mom's coming in.
Last time an intern brought his mom in, the mom ended up getting a lap dance.
From Troy Kwan.
Yes.
He's not
From
here.
the great Troy
We
Kwan.
won't see him no more.
No,
Well, not for a
we
month.
got him back.
Not for like a month, right?
Yeah, he has to sit out a little bit.
That's got to be great, though, knowing you still have a job, but you're off for a month. Come on. They just gave him a fucking month-long vacation.
When I talked to Troy the other day, I'm like, how cool is
How
this?
fucking cool is it?
I mean, it can't be a punishment if you give a guy the month of August off.
Right?
I'm like, go enjoy the summer. This is the coolest thing ever.
Rules.
Yesterday on
By the way,
If you're going to suspend someone, you give them like February.
Yeah.
Or January. Horrible fucking months. Not August. August is the greatest month ever.
Sam, what would have happened if any other intern would have then pulled a chair up and now sat down in front of the mic?
Like, we start talking about something else. We start talking about Troy.
Right.
And instead of being like, looking at her, why the fuck are you still here?
Right.
We're like, oh, pull up a chair, Jackie. Make yourself
And
comfortable.
if an intern would have done that, it would have been like, oh, you're making yourself at home?
Yeah.
Here in the studio? What are you, third mic?
Especially on a Friday.
Right.
Where just like we're just fucking around anyway.
Yeah. But, you know, she's done a great job.
What?
How are you guys going to get through now without the likes of Jackie? We already lost Sydney.
Same way.
Now without Jackie, we just got
before.
that greasy-haired kid.
I mean, literally the same way we did before.
Why
Yeah?
is his last day the last
Yeah, why did he...
day
Can you
of
guys
summer?
trade off?
Yeah, man.
I think he's strategizing.
Of course he is. He wants like special time.
He'll get that week.
He
and
wants
he's-
special time.
That's when he's going to get in his FaceTime.
Right.
Oh, he thinks because
some
you
quality
girls...
time.
He thinks because the girls are gone, we're going to pay attention to him now?
Yeah, he's like, I have feminine hair. I can.
It ain't
I can
going to
pull it
happen.
off.
Nope.
Every dude that comes into this fucking place as an intern now is just cursed.
Yeah. Well, guess what? They were before too.
Great.
so.
No
But
morale
we're bringing
boosters.
we're bringing in a legacy next time. I
Oh,
don't
the guy
want
that loves
yeah.
has pictures of Opie in his room.
He did everything I did at Geneseo. He's on the radio station.
Oh,
he
Jesus.
pledged the same fraternity. I don't want to deal with that crap.
I can't wait to see Iraq get competitive about like.
Oh, right.
Who's really the Opie guy and who's the Opie expert and who's the.
Oh.
You don't even know.
It's going to be alpha mailing like
Have
you
a
did
game
fucking
show.
Sydney's boyfriend. Did you hear about that? Of course you did. You know all the scuttlebutt around here.
You liked it? Wait, what happened?
Apparently,
Sydney,
Sydney's
our other
boyfriend-
intern that is no longer with us. She left early.
And it's the
And you remember her name?
her boyfriend
Of course we do.
came in to get, I guess, pick her up or something, get her out of here.
Yeah.
And he was a dick, and I guess E-Rock let him know by saying you're a dick.
Did you really, E-Rock?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
Well, when she first brings him in and she introduces us to him, and he seemed nice enough and whatever, and he just looks around the room and he goes, "Hey, look how lazy everyone is around here, all just sitting around."
What the fuck is that about?
That's like horrible. The show's over.
I mean, it's not incorrect, but
well, it's not his place.
Well, everyone in the office
it's
just
an
turns
impolite
and
thing to
looks,
bring up.
and we just looked at each other like, what are we supposed to say to this guy?
Right.
So they leave, and she forgot her sweater and to give me the IDs, so she had to come back up, and so she gives me IDs and signing something, and as she's signing something, he goes, "Is there anything else that she has to do here?" And this is at the reception desk in the lobby, and
Yeah.
I just look up, I'm like, "You're a dick."
Nice.
Good for you.
Like, I didn't yell, but I just went, "You're a dick," like in a conversation kind of.
Oh, do you think he was
A little jealousy.
threatened?
Of course he was.
Was he threatened the whole time she was here, maybe?
I don't think there's much going on up here.
No.
Oh,
You think he's
man.
dumb?
Oh,
It was
man.
like a
He was
surfer.
zoning out.
Jackie, what did you see? You're a girl.
He just it was just I loved his salmon color shirt, and he just came
Oh,
in
he's
like
one
I'm
of
ready
those
to
guys.
go surf.
Cruddy flip
Yeah.
flops.
nothing wrong with salmon.
Salmon sucks.
Jesus. Please.
Don't wear
So he's
salmon
like
colors.
fucking. What is he, a surfer guy?
I don't know.
He looked at-
I picked up on a vibe where he's like a little like,
Like he was too good to be here.
but
Yeah.
no, a little like threatened, like a little like I gotta make sure these guys know I'm cool because my chick thinks they're cool.
You know what
and,
you did?
and I can't match up with them.
You know what
He
you do in
wasn't
that
cool.
case?
He wasn't.
You fucking zip down, you pull your dick out, and you piss all over her leg in front of him and go, "Yeah, mine. That'll fucking shut him up.
He could barely fit through the door too. He's like
What is he,
6'5".
tall?
Yeah.
Tall and like
He's six.
Gangly?
yeah, like gangly.
He's 6'5". Sydney's like
I
what,
don't know.
4'10"?
Yeah,
Wow,
he's
that's
like
hilarious.
6'2".
He's a legit
No.
6'2".
Yeah, he's a 6'2". Oh
and,
yeah.
and she's legit under 5 foot.
Yeah.
legit under 5 foot. Yes.
So he's got to at least
4'10".
bend
Oh,
halfway,
that's
too, 'cause
that's a fetish.
That does. Yeah, I mean he's
6'2", 4'10".
a foot and a half taller than she is.
Yeah, that's always weird when you see that shit walking down the sidewalk.
Oh yeah.
It's real weird, like holding hands. He's got to duck down or with the arm around each other, and it just looks a little strange.
Wasn't Troy saying it was weird? He dated like a really little girl one time, and
I think so.
he didn't
but, I
like
mean,
bending over to kiss her. He said, it was
I heard he fucking told her, like, "Fuck you," and threatened to beat her up.
different girl.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was.
There's a different chick.
Yeah. All right, we got to get to the dumb Australian. Thank you, Jackie.
Oh,
Thank
Jackie.
you.
Don't worry, we got a little something planned for you.
Oh,
Just in case you're wondering.
Jackie's last
Oh,
day.
we're going to dedicate the last half hour of the show today to you and your wonderful internship.
Oh my god.
What?
It's horrible.
What, you want us to go back to being assholes? Or do you like the
We're
new
finally
version
treating
of us?
the interns nicely.
It's the new version of us.
Yeah.
You guys have been assholes to me all day today.
What?
What? What are you talking about?
Well, you fucking invited. Dressing like that. How dare you?
Yeah, we're holding
dare you.
back. You know what we can really say? Relax.
Look at your stupid belt. Jackie had a nice belt on. Yours is stupid.
Her belt was terrific. It really was. Really compliments the outfit she's wearing. That sundress of hers today.
Yeah.
Brown leather belt.
It's very summery. A lot of summer outfits going on.
Oh boy, what the F? Did we not prepare for today's show? I tune in to laugh, not hear music.
What? It's
we
a
made-
Friday. We just want to play
Yeah,
a little
man.
music. What happened?
All right, so
Denny would like it.
thank you, E-Rock.
Oh.
Which one is it? Funky Cole Medina or Wild
Wild
Thing?
Thing.
They use
Sounds
the
the
same
same.
exact music.
Great question.
The Funky
Thank you.
Cole Medina.
Funky Cole Medina.
Wow, Thing.
Wah, wah.
That's the Jamie's Crying riff from Van Halen, by the way.
Yeah, I hear it.
Right here, with this one, right here.
How come when Tone Loc does it, he's not stealing, but when...
Well, years ago, we did say he was stealing.
But now
we're over it.
Yeah, we're good now.
We're over it now.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Australia and listen to the dumbest woman alive.
Ooh.
It's Stephanie, and she's running for office down there, I guess.
Yep.
Stephanie Bannister is a migrant, an alleged criminal.
Hello, Stephanie Bannister.
And at 27, One Nation's poster girl for young voters in Rankine.
I don't oppose Islam as a country, but I do feel that their laws should not be welcome here in Australia.
The religion is at the centre of her political beliefs. The mother of two from Kingston wants halal food banned.
Food?
What?
She said she doesn't oppose Islam as a country.
As a country.
Right.
The country of Islam.
Right. She doesn't have any problem with the country of Islam.
Right.
When you're Islamic, you are from Islam.
Right.
Is that her?
No.
She's Islamish.
All right.
Nay.
Islam, a lot of people don't know this, is not actually a country.
What?
Yeah, no.
Well, she talks about the Quran in this next clip.
The Quran.
Which
feed.
She attempts to talk about the Quran.
No, she does a very good job.
Less than 2% of Australians follow haram.
Or the Quran, as the Islamic text is known. Kosher food for Jewish Australians is fine.
Jews aren't under haram. They have their own religion, which follows Jesus Christ.
Judaism rejects Jesus Christ. Just like Islam, it has its own dietary law and food certification.
They don't have a tax on it. They've just got a certain way of making it, where haram has a tax on the food.
Kosher has a fee too.
Fee.
This lady's so annoying.
Oh, man, I can't take it.
She just has to stop the interview.
Yeah.
She is really stupid, yes.
She called it the Haran and the Haram.
The haram.
Haram and haram.
My friend.
Judaism worships Jesus Christ.
Yeah, worships Jesus. Judaism does not. It rejects and hates and kills Jesus.
And then she finishes up with this.
NDIS, so where do you stand on that? Do you want the National Disability Scheme?
I believe that the disability scheme is working at the moment.
It doesn't start until 2016.
I'd like to see the government drop its 5-star budget down to an economy budget. With the way the economy is going at the moment, I don't see why the government feels that it should remain at a 5-star budget when economy is just as good.
The candidate is facing criminal charges, accused of plastering anti-Muslim stickers like halal food funds terrorism on Nestle products at a supermarket in Logan. The Electoral Commission will decide if Mrs Bannister can run. Candidates are disqualified if they've been convicted or about to be sentenced to jail. She's about to reappear in court. The seat the mother wants stretches from Regent's Park to Rochdale South, with opponents like...
I'm still learning all the names of people in politics.
Still learning all the names.
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know who she's running against? Oh, my God. Why is this a story, though?
Because she is running.
Right.
But she simply couldn't know less.
Yeah, but it's the goof ticket. No one really pays attention to the goof ticket.
She's wrong about literally everything.
Right.
Yes.
Even the basics.
Right.
The very basics.
Judaism.
Wild thing.
She called it the haram.
The haram.
It's the Quran.
Or the haram.
No, I don't
No, it's never called that?
It's haram.
She thinks Islam is a country.
The country of Islam, right?
Why, they're Islamic.
Isn't that where Islamic people come from?
Yeah. They gotta come from somewhere, don't they, Sam?
She is a dummy. Hey, good for her. Who gives a shit about the fucking... Why do you have to know about Islam anyway?
If you're anti-Islam, you should know about Islam.
Why?
Because you have to know what you're against. So otherwise, it's just blind racism.
I'm more for hatred without the knowledge.
Yeah?
Yeah, just blind hatred.
Okay.
It's easier that way. You gotta learn, and then you might not hate it as much if you know about it, so I'd rather just hate.
Like, even though she couldn't back anything up, you were kind of with her on some of the points.
Oh, yeah. Like the haram, and the J's, and Jesus.
Right. Jesus.
The J's?
Well, the Jews read the Quran.
Well, they read the...
I think so.
The Torah. The Torah.
The Ratar.
And they reject Jesus, those people.
Yes, they do.
The Jews?
Yes, they do.
Not nice.
The Jews hate Jesus. Hate Jesus. They hung him on a cross for him to suffer and die.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, really.
I don't think it was an anti-Jew spin that they were taking in this story. No, I don't think you were listening. The woman's stupid.
Oh.
By the way, when we were talking about dumb people, and we were going with political dumb people, we forgot good old Hank Johnson.
Of course.
Hank.
Think.
Oh, come on.
We got to play the clip again now, too.
Maybe the dumbest.
He is the dumbest.
Was he the guy that was running against...
I have the clip if you want.
How long is the clip?
A minute 13.
You sure it's not 13 minutes?
It could be. I could play something with it.
Let's put it in context.
We are so in vacation mode.
Well, it happens.
We haven't taken a week off since, I think...
Fan was excited to meet Kobe. We got that?
Why?
Kobe fan loses it on air. I don't know. It looked like some Asian kid who was like really fucking... he was crying and shit.
I was talking way too loud.
Oh, that's
right outside
that was
our
on
building.
CNN. Oh, yeah. Fox and Friends has their All-American Summer Music Festival going on.
That no one goes to.
No one goes to. Although it's a country act today, so there's more people.
Yeah.
There he is. Who is this guy? Oh, my God.
What about Hank Johnson?
Oh, we'll get to him.
All right,
I want to
fair
see
enough.
this Kobe fan.
What's this?
Kobe Bryant reduces adult fan to tears.
Oh, please.
He was in Shenzhen. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Oh.
And this guy saw him.
Kobe's walking around China?
China?
Yeah.
Wow, he must really fit in.
He's freaking out a lot of people.
18 feet tall and black.
Right.
Simplify the procedure.
All right, back to the Ravenous fans, or more specifically one fan. One very, very passionate fan in tears after gazing upon Kobe.
看到时候我就特别激动，我都一直不停的哭，眼泪都停不下来。我就看着大屏幕，我一直哭。
Looks like a 15-year-old James.
And the news knew how funny that was. They just put that on to make fun of him. They didn't even bother finding a translator or anything.
Nothing.
No.
Who cares what he's saying? Look at this funny guy crying.
Like, look, he's got funny little face. He's funny crying. He's saying funny words.
Looks like that guy from 16 Candles. Hilarious.
Yes. Play him again. Let me hear his little funny voice. Love his funny voice.
我都一直不停的哭，我眼泪都停不下来。我就看着大屏幕，我一直哭。
Nice.
He's fucking. People don't know. He's actually saying he was over last night. He raped my mom in the ass.
Jesus. Wow. Kobe got past all that.
It could happen. So you still don't know Hank Johnson?
Hank Johnson.
You know Hank Johnson.
Was he an intern?
Now I know we have to play the clip again because you don't remember who Hank Johnson is.
I know. I don't.
He's the dumbest guy alive.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless someone could give me one that's dumber. But it's got to be backed up with something.
He's a politician?
Yes.
Could you play the Hank Johnson
Play
clip?
some Hank Johnson.
To your point, sir, I think Guam is a small island.
Very small island and about 24 miles, if I recall, long. So 24 miles long, about 7 miles wide at the least widest place on the island, and about 12 miles wide on the widest part of the island. And I don't know how many square miles that is. Do you happen to know?
I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that. The Guam population, I think, currently about 175,000, and again, with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 25,000 more into the population.
But this is what sucks about like he had to say we don't anticipate. Sorry, we don't anticipate that happening.
Not
instead of saying what the fuck
impossible.
How do you not say what are you talking about?
Yeah,
are you this stupid?
Yeah, like he should have looked like. That's the most retarded thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, now we're not having an adult conversation, sir. I'm sorry, because you probably are the dumbest person I've ever have ever met.
In his defense, I have heard other clips of him.
Right.
He could have been very dry and sarcastically goofing right there. I really think I'm not.
I've never seen a write-up where they say that.
I know.
Wow, you're defending a black guy. Fucking mark it down.
Is he Republican?
Mark this day down. What?
Is he a Republican?
Why do you think that?
I don't.
Because it's so stupid that
it's so ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. But I hear.
Well, you're sitting there going, "There's no way an adult male
would actually think that." Is there another one like
it says giants need midgets?
But islands.
Okay,
that's a half hour long.
Yeah. I saw another clip in the same delivery. Very dry, not a hint of humor. And he said it in a way, something else that was completely ridiculous.
Well, I'm building my amazing list. So far on the list is
me?
water.
Oh,
Anthony Cumia and magnets.
Magnets and water are amazing.
I'm going to add islands to that.
Islands?
Yeah, because all of a sudden, like, you ever go to Nantucket or Martha's Vineyard?
Yeah.
You take a ferry, and all of a sudden you're in the water for a long time. And all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? How is that possible?
An island?
Yeah, a little piece of fucking land. Nowhere.
It's the top of a mountain underwater.
No.
That's it.
No.
You just think they're floating there?
Yeah, it's not a mountain because you could go in the water and you don't go over your head right away.
It's a very gradual mountain.
I'm going to add islands to my amazing list.
All right. I'm not going to be against it.
God damn, is that a big bitch?
I agree. She is fucking huge.
God.
She's
in every
huge.
way. Not just fat.
She looks like Violet Beauregard after she ate the gum.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Yes.
Good to see you. Happening now in the CNN News.
Wow, she's a big bitch.
Happening now.
Nothing's happening now. Floodwaters,
fires, or a tornado, earthquake.
And orange stuff falling from the sky.
Fucking planes just dropping that.
And
Powerball. That guy that won is a real regular Joe kind of guy.
Finally?
Yeah, just a regular Joe.
Blue collar type guy?
Blue collar worker guy. Very psyched that he won.
There's 3 winners.
Yeah, but no one cares about the other ones. I think one of the winners was like a fuckload of people that worked together, and they got to split it. They got like $86 each or something.
Why would you do that?
I know.
How hard is it to buy lottery tickets that you have to do with everybody in the office?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just go and buy your own fucking lottery tickets?
I don't know. How many people won on that one ticket? Like, I know 3 tickets won, but I think on one ticket there was something like, and I'm not kidding, I think I heard 86 people.
Oh, God. It's good to be one of those 86, but you got to be thinking I should have got my own fucking ticket.
Is it that many? Wait, since 34, 36.
Travis came down the hallway, which means he's got to fill us in with basic knowledge.
Knows everything.
Yes.
We should get Travis a fedora with a note in it, card in it that says press, because he's always got the information. He's always got the scoop.
Like I got the scoop. Yeah. I know the scuttlebutt.
Yeah.
It was 16 garage workers.
16
guys have to split.
16 people have to split.
Yeah.
A third.
And you know that they probably took the lump sum. So I think the lump sum was 53 million, so they're splitting 53 million 16 ways.
Oh, how could you live on that?
That's so great, but
yeah, it's great. This Minnesota guy rules, though. He's exactly the type of person that, like,
should win the lottery.
Should win, yeah. Like, he was talking in the press conference, you know, like, he's the type of person that always daydreams about what he would do if he won the lottery.
Yeah.
And
regular Joe.
You know, he's quitting his job. He's not working anymore.
Yeah.
He waited, what, 2 hours before coming forward, you know? Like, he hasn't even spoken to, like, a financial planner or anything.
Came forward, yeah. Here I am.
He's the type of guy.
What do you need? Here I am.
Yeah.
Who needs money?
Where's my big giant check with my name on it?
Yeah,
Give me the giant check.
He's an electrical contractor.
Of course he was.
He's upset that he's got to wait 2 weeks for his money.
He's got to wait 2 weeks.
We only had to deal with one giant check in our lives.
Oh, God, that's right.
The Bruce Mitman giant check.
The one we gave to the...
Where he was standing behind the check and we didn't even know because we couldn't see him anymore because he was that short. Remember? He's going downtown with the giant check for another photo op to try to save our asses.
For the African-American Vietnam disabled veterans.
Did he jump out of the bushes with the big check?
Hey, he pretty much did, yeah.
He was always annoyed. He loved us. you know, it has to be said, Bruce Mitman loved us. He was a cheap fuck that really took advantage of us because we didn't know shit back then.
Yeah.
And paid us way less than we were worth at the time. And he was always going for photo ops to save our ass. and he was a huge golfer because he had a really good radio show, and me and Ann, so it was on autopilot.
Yeah,
so he was able to leave
there.
the office early, get a round in. But then it was those days where he was so mad. He's like, I got to go downtown and deal with the schwoogies.
That's what he said. I should be working on my slice today, and I'm dealing with the schwoogies.
I never heard the word schwoogies until Bruce Mitman told us that he had to go and give the check to the schwoogies.
The schwoogies. And then you guys, right when I put out the fire with the schwoogies, you got to screw things up with the faggots.
Can you imagine a human being saying that? I have to go deliver this check to the schwoogies.
To the schwoogies.
Bruce Mitman ruled. I mean,
yeah.
We exaggerated his height, but he was probably barely 5'5"
in a giant SUV,
and he drove the
Suburban, the biggest thing you could find at the time.
Yeah, he looked ridiculous behind the wheel. Ooh. So we're doing our afternoon drive show. He comes in with the giant check and goes, "We gotta deliver this to the schwoogies."
Now I have to meet with the fagulars because of you two.
Well, that was the
other one.
That was the gay meeting we had to have.
Yay.
Just completely intolerant behind closed doors.
Well, as soon as the gays left, and he's like, all right, don't listen to any of that shit. Go back and do your thing.
They fucking gave us literature. They wanted us to attend some kind of a sensitivity meeting thing, and Bruce was like, no.
Not the company.
No, the fagulars.
That's why Bruce was so cool. He got it. He knew, all right, we got to calm
right when they started really
calm
talking
these
about
guys
that.
down.
Yep.
I can't imagine that.
What?
Like, you know, that the special interest group reading this, and then the company, like, behind closed doors having your back and everything.
Dude,
totally.
That's just not the world we live in.
As these guys are pouring out their hearts and souls to us, there's Bruce in the background kind of winking, like, just, you know, hang in there. It's almost done.
And then when we were sitting there at one point, they went like, and you guys, maybe this weekend you can attend this thing. And
No, he wanted us to read a book. And then report back to him.
Yes. And Bruce immediately got up. He was like, look, that isn't going to happen.
Right.
Like, told them, no,
I think we got some
happen.
good things done here today, but this is over.
Now fucking sashay your ass out of my fucking office.
Yeah, our overall hate for management, we didn't just pull that out of thin air. Things used to be different.
When did it start? Was the NEW good with management?
Yeah, pretty much, because we were our bosses.
Dave Dickless he gave us some shit. That was the very beginnings of... But it was a different type of management asshole. Right. It wasn't like corporate guy asshole. It was just individual, you're a dick asshole.
Wasn't Dave Dickless the one that also wanted you, like, you guys would be like, all right, buddy, you got it. And you would lie to him every time. Yeah. He just wanted to be your friends.
Guys, he thought maybe we could lay a little bit off of the gay jokes for a while and until, things blow over. All right, okay,
no problem,
we'll do
boss.
that. We get on the air and it's like, so... This fucking cocksucker is right next to... It's like, I told you, just this morning, I was telling you guys.
I got to fill in a couple blanks. That all went down. And we would leave his office convincing him that we really learned our lesson.
Yeah.
And then I pictured Dave in his office like, I really think I broke through to those guys today.
And he's probably kicking back and going, that's how you manage.
Right. And he probably... pushed his chest out and walked and talked to Bruce Mitman, the general manager, like, I really think I got through to him today. Let's listen to their first break, because I really feel good about our discussion.
So he's turning the first break on in front of his boss.
Right, and then all of a sudden, he's turning beet red immediately. Then he marches down the hall and
he starts yelling at us.
And then he would open the door and start yelling, I thought we talked about this.
Remember this one?
And then I would go, and I love this shit for real, so I would go, like I had a realization, like, I thought you meant, and I would just have some bullshit answer, like, shit,
no, but we didn't
that's what you were saying?
We didn't even touch what you were talking about. Right. This is something else.
Like you're just a couple of morons. Like
he would remember when he'd open the door and he was beet red and he would go, really, guys, really? And we'd be like, what? Everything was a mystery. We didn't understand anything.
We'd be like, what? That's good stuff. I would say a lot.
Oh, that was it. That's good stuff. Yeah. Oh, he was like, well, that's good stuff.
I think it's even on the Dave production.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I said that to him all the time. What? That's good stuff.
He'd go,
what about the time when you would leave the studio? There was that weird dark hallway because it was like It was a dark hallway because it had 2 other studios, and then you opened the other door, and it would go out into brightness and like office space and lunchroom.
Yeah.
Remember, he would kind of hide.
He would,
and you would
hide
open the door, maybe to go to the bathroom or get a cup of coffee. And
he'd be there.
He'd be there. I'm like, ah!
It's like Slender Man. Very fucking evil.
Because he'd tell you guys no more gay jokes, and you'd be like, "You got it." And then you'd go on the air and call him gay.
No, we purposely. It got to, and in our defense, we knew Bruce Mitman had our back no matter what. So he was just a clown to us. We knew we knew he had no power because Bruce Mitman loved us so much. So we purposely would do exactly what he told us not to do every single time.
Yeah, every time,
every fucking time.
And then he just eventually, he kind of just started leaving us alone. As far as he didn't even want to take us into meetings.
That's my favorite reaction though, because like he wanted to be your buddy, and you guys just lied to his face.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Guys, really?
Guys, we just talked about this. No, not this.
That's sentiment. I can't believe we just talked about this and you betrayed me again. I fell for it again.
And he would fall for it every single time. And I'm, what?
Because we
all
understood
innocent stuff. What?
We understood so well in the meeting.
Right.
He's like, there's no way they didn't get it. They're telling me exactly what I want to hear.
Because not only are you now, you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing, but you're also going out of your way to make a fool out of that
in direct contradiction of what was said.
It just made it more fun to do it that way. Instead of argue the point, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we see. Oh, you know, okay.
You'd agree with them and then do the opposite.
I thought we just talked about this. He would be like,
not this.
We just talked about this.
I heard that a million times from him. We just talked about
that was a story about gay guys having oral sex with each other. This is about them fucking each other in the ass,
right.
Dave. It's totally different.
I thought the problem was the oral sex.
The oral sex part.
That's what you said, Dave.
You know what I meant. No, I swear, But
I do now. But I'm sorry,
we
Dave,
know
I do
now. Yeah. Oh my God.
But anyway, then Bruce, different incident, came in with the big check. The only time we dealt with a big check is we're talking about Powerball, where he had to deliver to the Schwoogies and get a big photo op. And what that was about was everyone thought we were the scourge of society up there in Boston before we pulled the mayor's prank. And we put out a CD, Demented World, which, you know what, I'm still proud of for the most part.
Yeah.
Some cool tracks on there still. Hard to find. We should just fucking, like, re-release it or
get it up on iTunes.
Yeah. I could do that. What happens then?
If you own it, you get it up on iTunes, you sell it.
I don't think we own it, but I don't know who owns it. It's one of those weird gray things.
It's probably in fucking the same category as like I've been working on the railroad now. That public domain. It's like fucking happy birthday and fucking she'll be coming around the mountain.
You put the whole thing up on SoundCloud, but you're not gonna make any money.
SoundCloud
sounds like some futuristic place.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
Like Cloud City.
I wouldn't mind.
Lando
Calrissian is up on the cloud.
I haven't done any SoundCloud lately. I used to like doing my little SoundCloud shit. I'll do more.
SoundCloud. It's a SoundCloud.
I think I'm Opie Radio and SoundCloud too. Opie Radio across the board. Instagram almost 25,000 followers. Let's get that done this weekend, people. Please. Anyway, so we put out the CD. We're looked at as the scourge of fucking Boston. Bruce Mitman has to, like, socialize with these people, and he loved a good cocktail party.
Did he enjoy hobbing and nobbing with the Boston elite?
So his thought was, well, if I could kind of bring these guys up a little bit and show, that they're truly good guys in the end, I'm going to have a better cocktail party.
He was constantly trying to present us as gentlemen,
right?
And we constantly fucked it up.
Yeah.
We were like the fucking sluts at the debutante ball.
You just would never play nice.
Never.
Why couldn't you just, for one second?
For once. Exactly. For once.
Because that was just boring, especially back then.
Oh, we fuck everything up.
So it was a good opportunity. We put out this CD, and it did really, really well, and we barely made any money off it, and they decided, let's have a charity angle, because that'll make you guys look like good guys. I'm like, all right, whatever. If it buys us a few more months on radio, sure.
Why not?
Because I never thought this would last this long. And so then we're looking at charities. No one would take our money. To this day, it's one of the things that really amazes me that there are charities out there that will not take money from certain individuals because they're scumbags.
You'd think
so. They would rather sacrifice their own cause.
They're worried more about the branding of the organization than the actual.
Then take like money from scumbags. It's not even like we have a prison anything. No criminal record or anything. They just deemed us as asshole scumbags, so they couldn't take our money.
The Jimmy Fund, we wanted to give it to.
Well, that's the big one.
That's the big one.
Which is a huge charity up there for cancer kids.
Yeah. It's like, you don't want our money. You'd rather have children maybe not get the care they need, children with cancer, than take our money.
And I think it was up there. I think it was like $1 a CD, and we did well over 100,000, a couple 100,000.
No chump change.
And they said no to that.
Could have bought them a lot of kerchiefs for their little cold heads. True. Those little kids.
So then Bruce is like, don't worry about the Jimmy Fund. We'll find someone just as good. Now we get to the Schwoogies. He finally found an organization that would take our money. And it was, do you know exactly what it was called? It's on the back of the CD.
Wasn't it African American Disabled Vietnam Veterans?
Yes.
A little niche, but...
it was a little niche.
Just the black disabled
vets? Yes,
disabled
vets from Vietnam.
Because I think the white Vietnam disabled vets didn't want our money either. So we had to go all the way to black.
Like, fuck it, I don't need an arm.
Right.
Who cares? Agent Orange, I don't give a shit.
Not from you.
No, not from Opie and Anthony.
That was the only charity that would take our money. So there you go with the big check with Bruce Mitman.
But you had to give it to the Schwoogies.
I present to the Schwoogies this check for $100,000. Yes.
He was one of the greatest characters in our careers.
Do you have anyone literate enough to endorse the back of this check, Schwoogies?
He'd go backstage and smoke dope with the jocks. Bruce ruled.
Yeah.
He fucking ruled.
He was a fun guy.
Did he ever get mad at you for exposing his off-air antics?
No, he loved when we talked about him. He loved it.
Even when you brought up the Schwoogies and stuff?
I don't know.
He didn't really care.
He called me a few Christmases ago. That's the last I heard from him. I hope he's doing well.
Me too.
We should get him on the phone.
He really is a quintessential character in this universe.
Let me see something. Hold on a minute.
People still call you.
I guarantee still listen to
boys.
I know. I hate when they do that.
You do,
they
right?
don't do it right.
No, because nobody remembers the context of it.
No.
All these guys listening.
Oh, wait. Hold on a minute.
My slice. My hook needs a little work. Could you please watch my children while I go out and play some golf?
Oh, I forgot, yeah.
We'd have to babysit his kids. He would literally drop his young children. What were they, fucking like 13? Yeah, I think his daughter was 13. His son was younger, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like fucking 12 or 11 or something. And just dump them on the chairs in our studio. And we'd have to fucking do a show. A filthy show.
Right.
And he would just fucking sit him there.
No, just hold it up to the glass, no? That's why I wrote it so big.
What is that?
His cell number. Let's see if we can get him on the phone.
Oh, my God. That would be great.
Boys, why are you calling me?
Look, I never liked you. I don't want to talk to you. You know how many giant checks I had to print up for you boys?
You told everyone I called them Schwoogies.
Yes. Do you know how fucking... the cost of giant checks?
He was the only GM that needed a giant checkbook.
Yeah, my checkbook got enormous.
That was just his regular checkbook.
That's what it looked like because he was tiny.
Just fucking let me have control of the phone. We don't need to do all that horse shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There it is. Uh-oh. What happened?
No way. Is the number disconnected?
That doesn't sound like.
Yeah, that's not a cell phone.
I'm sorry. Your number.
Oh, my God.
You don't have Brucey's number anymore, huh?
You got a work number, but I don't know if that's going to work.
Opie, lose my number. I had to get a new number. The Schwoogies stole my phone.
The Schwoogies. It's a great name. It's so innocent sounding, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, what's this?
Especially in that voice. Last time you tried this, we got Craig Brady on the phone.
Opie?
All right, hold on. We're going to call you on another line. Hold on a minute. Pick up again. All right, cool.
Brucey.
You know he didn't want to say that.
No. Opie?
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Should we do it after the break, or?
Let's just keep rolling.
All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. Here you go. We used to put him on the air a lot back at NEW.
I'd love to find out what he's up to.
You hear that?
He probably got a flashback, remembering being suspended and fucking.
Oh no!
Oh no! What now? Oh boy!
We're gonna have to write another check.
Where's my giant chicks? Ooh, should it be the fagulas, the schwoogies, or the retards? God damn.
What the fuck? He's not answering now.
Come on.
What happened?
It keeps getting a busy signal.
The one I just called?
Are you dialing? Are you dialing it right? Are you dialing 9?
Yeah, you got to dial 9-1 and then the number.
Nobody has a busy signal anymore.
I just called it.
Maybe you took the phone off the hook.
I won't be picking up.
Okay? Yes. Do not answer this phone under any circumstances. If someone calls, just answer Vandalay Industries. Vandalay Industries.
Mars is making sure he's doing it right. They're fucking up in there, I think.
They are.
Yeah.
That's why it's busy, because it's being dialed wrong.
Yeah, they're not doing it right.
Yeah, something's amiss.
I'm tired of jumping out of bushes for photo ops, boys.
Yes. I don't need this. I finally am able to show my face in public.
We'll see how much he's willing to admit.
I never said fagulas.
I never said schwoogies or fagula.
And I certainly didn't call them retards,
I didn't say
All right, pick up line 9.
Oh. All right, hold on a minute. Bruce.
Yes.
Bruce.
How are you?
Bruce Mitman, you're on the air, by the way.
You're on the air, Bruce Mitman.
We were reminiscing a little bit. We were reminiscing about the good old days, and your name came up, and we said, "What the hell? Let's call him up and just say hi, see what you're up to."
And just like the old days, we're not prepared for the radio show. So the reason we're reminiscing is because we ran out of material today.
Well, that's obvious because I've been listening occasionally, and I recognize that you've never prepared for your radio show.
Why screw with a good thing, Brucey?
Right. Bruce always wanted us to prepare for our radio show.
Yeah.
But by the way, I've noticed, the other day I was thinking about it, because of you guys, I could never run for any public office.
And you would have loved to done that.
Oh, God, he was built for it. He loves being out at these events and hobnobbing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and then I figured that, thank God that the FCC, since we own 16 radio stations, has never checked any of your videos or audio, because then they would probably condemn me from owning radio.
We also said how we loved you, Bruce.
Yes.
Well, I met, Ant, I saw you on Hannity. Would you get me on Hannity's show, please?
You got things to say.
I need to express myself politically.
I don't doubt it, but I don't want hear any liberal drivel from you.
Liberal? No.
Bruce wasn't. Oh, I know.
Oh,
Believe me. Me and
I'm
Bruce.
on the opposite spectrum of that. On that topic.
I will speak to my good friend Sean Hannity and try to get you on the program. You should do Red Eye too. Yeah.
You look old, Anthony.
We are old.
I got to tell you, Bruce, we've been doing this for a while.
You do realize I think we're pushing 20 years now.
Do you remember? Also, I was no kid when I got hired.
Right. We made believe we were.
By the way, our air conditioning here at the advertising agency.
Say,
work, if you wouldn't mind.
Call the guy.
Bruce,
the guy.
We were reminiscing about the big check for the schwoogies.
For the schwoogie.
See, I said before the phone call, I don't know how much he's willing to admit.
Come on now.
You might have seen it differently because many years have gone by.
They're going to misinterpret my comedy as serious stuff now.
That's
come on,
true.
That's right.
All right.
How many things did you have to do to get us out of trouble back in the day? That's what we were trying. We remembered we would have to meet with the special interest groups.
We had to sit with the gay group for one
and we
time.
said how cool you were in that.
That was the sensitivity training session.
Right.
Okay.
Sensitivity training.
Then we had the where you jumped out of the bushes that shook Mayor Menino's hand and had a photographer on hand for that.
Yeah, of which you didn't talk to me for 3 years after.
Well, you were the competition then.
Well,
do you realize what I had to do to be able to drive in Boston without getting my car towed?
See.
We
put him in a tough spot.
Yeah, you were a soldier.
And then we bought the pies for the big publicity stunt to try to save our jobs.
Oh, that's right. And then, but people don't know that, for example, Wow, I had to kill Wow by having the state police fake a letter to me about a threat from the governor that didn't really exist.
Oh,
you guys, yeah. But none of it was real. Just to get you to stop.
Wow, Bruce.
Wow, he's admitting something today.
That's a good one. But we never knew that.
But Wow really took off when we came to New York.
Yeah.
They were willing to accept it down here, unlike Bruce Mitman, who shut it down.
Yeah, I know. I was a bad guy. I mean, thank God you went to New York and then the church shut you down.
Yeah.
You had to think we were never going to learn.
Maybe we could get you. Bruce would have been great in that situation. Maybe we could get you out of trouble. We'll ask if maybe the Pope wants to throw rosary beads over your heads from a distance, like a ring toss.
By the way, Glenn Lucas just walked by. You know, Glenn.
Yes, Glenn. Wow.
Yes, and he says hi. He just waved.
Tell him
that's all.
hello.
Yeah, he's like, oh God.
Remember Glenn?
Remember the big event? The mayor was going to throw pies at us to save our jobs.
Oh yes, that worked out really well for about 8 minutes.
He didn't go for that one,
and that was not your idea, Bruce. I know that.
Well, you know what? I have to admit it was my stupid idea. But here's the best part about this whole thing. I don't think your listeners have any clue. I get suspended and lose 1 month of salary.
Yeah.
And you guys go off and sign a multi-million dollar deal.
You should have paid us more.
Still curses your name.
My family still curses.
I forgot about that. Yeah, Bruce is suspended.
We leave him in Boston, where he has to now live among these people, and we're gone.
We're in the big city lights of Broadway, signing huge fucking deals.
We see the skyline of Boston in our rear view mirror. And he has to deal with everybody.
Right. And I'm not allowed to walk in my office for a month without police escort.
The fucking destruction in our wake was terrible back then. What a fun, innocent time that was.
It sure was innocent.
Oh, different animal back then. The radio business.
Wow, I like hearing his perspective on these things. I thought everything was all right,
hunky dory.
Yeah,
not quite.
Yeah. Well, I wish you guys could do some of our radio stations, but you know, since you're on Sirius now, you become invisible, of course, because.
There it is.
But the checks haven't.
Can I borrow some money?
No kidding.
Yeah, I think we owe you a month's salary.
God, we would go on your stations in a second.
I know, that'd be a blast.
What do you got these days?
Well, we own 5 markets in Watertown, New York, home of the 10th Mountain Division. 3 in Ogdensburg, New York, 5 in Elmira Corning, and 2 in Olean, New York, all in upstate New York.
Upstate New York stations, huh? Wow.
You know what? We'll have you on sometime.
That would be fun.
That would be.
Go up there.
Do we need to pay you or anything? I mean,
we'll do a little charity.
Yeah,
maybe for the Schwoogies. We'll donate our pay.
You do remember the giant check, right? And you were so annoyed because you wanted to play golf that day?
There's a picture of it on eBay for sale.
Whoa, come on.
Is it really?
The check is for sale?
I swear. Yeah, I saw it the other day. My son sent me a photo.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Of that photo on eBay.
Wow. Damn.
Do you miss the old days, Bruce? When AF was really happening?
I do, because it was fun.
It was a great time.
Really was. The music was very cool, and everybody working there was great. Ozone and stuff.
I mean, we were doing things that nobody else was doing in the country. It was that probably was one of the best rock stations ever.
I try to tell people, and they just don't care.
Yeah, no, they don't care.
No, I'm serious. I go, you don't understand. We were breaking bands and doing radio no one else was doing.
I know, but no, the problem is that radio just never got that notoriety that other media does, and so you tell people, and they go, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
Yeah,
can you pass the mustard?
True.
And now no one takes any chances out there.
No, well, you can't. I mean, it's so PC out there. It's just
ridiculous.
Right.
Damn ridiculous how PC.
You got the satellite, Bruce?
Well, yes, I do. I listen to you guys occasionally in the morning, I must admit.
Oh, nice.
All right, I like hearing that.
Now we never know when.
Are you?
Let me see. Somebody called me to tell me that you were talking about me getting into my Tahoe in a ladder.
Well, we said you had a rope ladder.
The big Suburban.
Right, to get in and out of it.
That was a big Suburban there, Bruce.
We think you were 5'5".
So when I come to New York and I come and do morning drive, I'm going to be there Monday. Can I come in?
I swear we're on vacation next week.
Oh, here was my big chance.
Well,
I
next
know,
time.
right?
Bruce, are you buying the Boston Globe?
No comment. No, I didn't buy it. John Henry did, though.
I thought you were involved with that.
Well, I was with Ernie Bach Jr.
Right.
And
wow.
we were gonna make a run at it, but no comment.
No, no comment.
No comment. Oh, wheeling and dealing. Bruce Mitman is always wheeling and dealing.
Bruce is great, man.
I have to
buying newspapers because that makes sense these days. What?
I said I got to try to make up for all the income I lost because of you guys.
Income you lost.
I think you got a few shots in. You took advantage of us a little bit.
You got a few good years out of us for
at a very cheap salary.
The pittance that you slid across the paper at the Chinese place that day.
The Chinese buffet. He's laughing. He knows. And we laughed at you that day.
I remember that.
And that's the day my wheels started turning, by the way.
Every time I
get us out of here.
Every time I pass that Chinese restaurant, I have to laugh.
Yeah.
How are the kids that we used to babysit? How old are they now?
Oh, well, Andrew's a producer out in Hollywood.
Right. Is he doing well?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's in the middle of three. He works for a company called Berman Braun. He runs all of their feature film group.
Wow. How old is he now?
He's 30 already.
Oh, my God.
I'm not kidding. He was a kid. Bruce would drop his actual kids off and say, can you watch it for an hour or two? I got to go do whatever you had to do.
There was no better babysitting service than the two of you.
But how twisted are you? How twisted are you? Because when the mics were off, we really talked some shit. And there's your young kids in the room.
Your babysitters were shock jocks.
Right.
Do you know that? That's right. Do you know that? Do your listeners understand how many times I walked into your studio and there were women completely nude, turning around, speaking to me in their vagina, saying, "Hello, how are you?"
Those were the days.
I noticed you had a lot of excuses why you needed to be in the studio too.
Remember that? They used to come down the hall like
Bruce, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. What's up?
I'm checking on traffic, making sure that
I got to check the traffic law.
Yes.
I'm staring at a picture with Green Day in my office, and nobody knows how stoned they were when they took that picture.
Oh, yeah. Remember that day they came in?
Well, that was the day they
fucked up.
They destroyed our studio.
Yeah.
And actually, Bruce was cool with it. He's like, yeah, man, this is a cool moment.
Yeah.
I remember.
That was a cool moment. Come on.
They threw the tombstone through the wall.
Well, all I know is that they're smoking pot in a studio that has a halogen system which would suck all the air.
I know. And then one of them picked up a tombstone, and it was a real tombstone. I don't even know the story behind that. That might be before us. And they threw it. They threw it through the sheetrock.
Yeah, through the wall.
Yeah.
They were out of their minds. That was fun though.
What happened with Rocco, man? He just had his health was bad.
I think he died. He had diabetes.
Right.
And I think poor Rocco. We love him.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it was sad.
Hillman's doing really well up in Boston.
Oh, shit! You fucking... Oh, no! Oh,
There's the reunion. Reunion over. Reunion over.
You can't just let it go nicely.
Because it's reunion over.
Oh.
That was the one thing.
You think Bruce is laughing right now with the phone in his hand?
Oh, he tried to play both ways. Hillman and Opie and Anthony.
Hillman was doing very well.
Hillman was barely nice to us. Barely.
And I guess they had a guy on the show, Kevin Barbary, who's a very talented, funny guy.
Yeah, he's trying to work here or something. He writes me, but I don't know what we could do for him.
I know.
He was always cool to us.
Very cool.
LB was always cool to us, but Hillman was not so much.
And then I guess they just booted him out of there, Barbary.
Yeah, he's a talented kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not a kid anymore, but...
Who is?
Maybe.
Not even fucking Brucey's kids aren't even kids.
No, obviously.
30.
All right, we got to take a break because we got to wrap up before vacation.
Yes.
Say goodbye to Jackie proper.
Oh, there's Kevin.
In a proper way.
You got to take a break so you can clear the field to say goodbye to your intern properly.
Yeah. Reunion over.
Sad. Insanity.
Reunion over.
Reunion over.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM. Sirius XM. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Now I be knocking bitches like it ain't shit, cause I'm a player motherfucker named DJ Quick. Yo, maybe it's the way I hold my dick that makes all the girlies wanna ride my dick. But some of these bitches try to act unfair. Maybe it's because my hair's longer than theirs. But I don't give a fuck, no, I don't care, because I'm like Noah's Ark. My bitches come in pairs, just see I'm 5'11". My dick is size 7, and if a hooker's fine, I can stretch to a 9 that goes deep. All up in that shit, I'll fuck a pussy dry, cause I don't know how to quit.
Yeah.
This is
fuck yeah.
Inappropriate.
We just met Jackie's mom.
Yes.
It's old school hip hop day, whatever. I want to thank Bruce Mitman for taking our phone call. He admitted something today.
Yes, he did. He admitted he faked a letter
from the governor.
To
stop Whip Him Out Wednesday up there in Boston.
He didn't know how to stop it without, looking bad.
We should have admitted, well, we've admitted on our show, but maybe to his face, that we purposely got fired.
Yeah, exactly, to get a better gig in New York.
Because we were very frustrated by the lack of pay.
Yeah.
And we had some suitors in New York, so we said, fuck it, let's just blow it up.
Exactly.
Not knowing at the time that we were leaving him behind to clean up the mess.
Kaboom!
To this day, he's looking over his back.
And he lost a month's pay, and we go to New York. Oh, boy.
Never missed a beat.
Sorry, Mitman.
Sorry, Brucey. Where's Jackie? Where's Jackie's mom?
Yeah, we need Jackie and the
We're
mom
wrapping up
of
before
Jackie,
we go on vacation.
who looks just like Jackie with a little more experience.
Wow.
That's how I say it.
Very nice.
Jackie's mom's a good-looking lady.
Jackie! She's very... Look, they walk the same.
Oh, my God, they look like sisters,
They
don't
both wiggle their asses the same.
Their ass is wiggling, too. Look at that.
Look,
they look like little twins walking down the hall.
They're pretty much the same person.
God damn.
One looks just tired.
Oh, Jesus. Hi, girls.
Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jackie's mom.
We were looking how you
both walk down the hall the same way. You laugh the same way.
You certainly are identical.
This is creepy.
Yeah.
We can make a lot of money from you two.
She what? I'm sorry. You need Mike?
What happened? What?
You said she had more experience. She didn't.
Oh, well, there's other alternative words to that I really didn't want to say. But,
Yeah, we're nice people here.
Yeah, we have to be nice.
I would, I would.
Oh, my God. This is exactly...
I just want to say I would.
Jackie was petrified yesterday.
Well, I'm just saying I would. That's a compliment.
That is a compliment.
I would.
Yeah.
If things were different, I would.
If what was different?
They're just things.
We had a few drinks.
Jackie was saying yesterday that if her mom was single, she'd be pretty worried about bringing her here. But you've been married 28 years?
Yeah, 29 in August.
29 in August.
You got married young, obviously.
20 right out of college.
Wow. Are you going to do that, Jackie, you think? Get married right out of
Look at her mom
depends how
begging.
this goes.
No, look at the mom shaking her head. No.
Don't like the boyfriend, do you?
Basically, she's saying, I made a huge mistake. Don't do what I did. Oh my God, I love you and all, but don't follow my path. You see her shaking her head?
Exactly. Is your boyfriend the landscaper?
Yes, he is.
Is he cool? Because Sydney's boyfriend, didn't give off a cool vibe
He
yesterday.
would be nice.
He might be a good guy.
He wouldn't come in and be like, "You're all lazy."
Be like
He'd be like, "Hey."
Yeah,
Right.
We heard Sydney's boyfriend was, as Iraq said, a dick.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want that for Jackie.
No.
he's a great guy.
Is he a great guy?
He is.
You just
Yeah.
wish he had a better job.
Don't say anything.
I just want him to be happy.
Oh, wow.
Whatever it is he loves to do.
This is so funny. Oh no! So yeah.
Just kidding, Jackie's boyfriend. Wherever you are.
Any future prospects for Jackie's boyfriend?
No, just
as
him.
far as a job, I mean.
Oh, he does roofing right now.
Oh, okay. But I mean, like,
So he could be a radio DJ.
right? That's true. Given some luck, a few twists and turns.
Yeah, nice.
You never know what'll
In the
happen.
seat.
Yeah, you never know what'll happen. And wow, that's pretty cool though. Your mom being nice like that. She could just say, "Oh, please,
right,
lose the bum.
Yes, she could.
Get a guy with a real job
Yeah,
or
but
something."
she knows that would start.
Yeah. Do you guys argue a lot? Mom-daughter arguments? They're typical, but yeah.
Me too. She's got a strong will. We'll just say
it's
it
very
that way.
independent.
Very independent.
Yeah.
And a lot of clothes.
And a lot of clothes.
Yeah.
A lot of clothes.
She went the whole summer without,
Repeat?
without a repeat.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It is impressive.
I own two pairs of
She's the one
jeans.
I get it from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, she has a lot.
Clothes
more
diva.
So how's the Jackie dad thing? What's he all about?
The Jackie dad thing is great. Jackie is her father's baby.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was a mistake, basically.
Oh, really?
He
That's
wanted
true.
3 kids. She only wanted 2.
Oh, boy.
After 6 years, he got me, so he was pretty.
Yeah, well, the problem is we weren't even supposed to have kids or have her. He went and had a vasectomy.
Oh,
and I found a week after that I was pregnant with
Whoops.
her. Yeah, and I cried for 9 months.
Wow.
And
Holy
he
shit, you're not supposed to be here. How cool is that?
I know.
And he even cut his shit.
A week.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Just slipped one past the goalie right at the last minute.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Really?
It's not nice when you're young,
Right
though,
at
and your
the buzzer.
sister throws it in your
at the
face.
buzzer.
God, we would have
does she?
had a real sad summer.
No one even wanted you.
Exactly.
Oh, that's kind of
And you
sad.
cried for how long?
I cried the whole time.
The whole time.
9
You're like,
months I
why
cried.
not 3? I mean, 2, 3. It's pretty much the same.
I wanted a third child, and my husband said no. We went on vacation. There was a lot of little kids there. And I came home and I'm like, I am so done.
Oh, no.
I sold everything, got rid of all the baby stuff, sent him off to make sure we were done.
But now you couldn't imagine with being without her, though. I know, exactly.
We're like twins.
You look exactly alike.
And you and the hubby, all good, right? 28 years.
All good.
That's a
What's the
long
secret
time.
to a long marriage?
Please tell us the secret to your
We don't
success.
actually live together during the week.
There you go. That'll do it.
Is that true?
That is true.
Why? He's got a job somewhere else?
Yeah, he's out near Albany, and I'm in Rochester.
Wow, that would make it better.
No, I shouldn't say that because he's probably listening right now.
Oh,
No,
no.
he's in a meeting, actually. He told me.
So,
Do you guys know the horrible questions you subjected my mother to?
No.
Is there any thought of that? Or
remembering that? No.
Yeah, no. They're just.
I admitted I would. That's a little edgy. That's a little edgy.
No.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Oh, it was pretty, yeah.
Jackie's gotten some
She's been treated very well here on her internship.
And Sam,
like every intern that's come before her.
Yes.
Sam.
No, just her and Sydney.
Sam was an intern when he started with us years and years ago. Many years ago. And he's resentful that we finally decided perhaps it's time we treat the interns a little better than we have been. I don't understand why he's so angry with that.
There's a third member of the intern class that is still treated like the old regime.
Speaking of which,
he happens to be a boy.
But speaking of which, have him come in. Have him come in. Have him come in so he could share in this joy. Actually, he's coming in with Jackie's cake.
Yay! That's the cake.
Yay.
That's Jackie's.
Thank you.
I think he's interning too. We're not really sure.
Isn't this terrible that twice he's had to bring balloons and cake in for other interns that are leaving, and knowing he will not get the same treatment when he leaves. It's going to be bon voyage, sonny boy.
Whatever your name is.
Yeah, whatever your name is.
Right.
Holy, is this a good cake? What does it say?
Yeah, we... Wow, what does the cake say? I told him to write something very nice.
No, Sam told me yesterday. He asked if he could do a little funny,
what does it
mean
say?
joke.
Well,
and
that goes against what I wanted. How dare you?
No, Roland said, okay, what should we make the cake say? So I said, I'll tell you exactly what the cake should say.
And what does it say?
Jackie, this is completely ridiculous.
Oh, no. It is ridiculous that you're leaving.
That's right.
Very good, Sam. Sam, it's the perfect cake, Sam.
No!
Why would we want to get rid of someone that is so good? That's ridiculous.
That's not what I meant.
No, it's absolutely what he meant.
I think so.
Good choice of words, Sam.
And we loved both our interns this summer.
Three.
But we might have liked Jackie a little bit more. And with that, we got Ryan Starr outside the studio.
Oh, yes. Wait,
you get a little more than Jackie. You get a little more than
Ryan.
A little more than Sydney.
Where's Ryan?
Yeah, cut that up. Cut that cake up.
You know, Ryan. Come on, there he is.
Ryan Starr,
How you doing,
everybody.
Ryan? What's up? That's Jackie.
And Jackie's mom.
And Jackie's mom.
How you doing, Jackie?
Jackie's our intern, and she's leaving. We're devastated.
Mama.
Ryan Starr shaved his head. What the hell?
Wow.
New image.
You know?
Jesus.
The new year, clarity. The new
Clarity.
Yeah.
Wow. Needed to,
starting fresh.
He's got a new record out. What is it called?
Released an EP called Animals.
Yes, EP called Animals. He's doing it all himself. He said, fuck the record company.
Nice. That's what people are doing now.
Right?
You know?
Screw them shysters.
They get in the way of the shave in the head and the vision. You know what I mean?
Right?
I could never do this on a corporate,
No, they would.
corporate watch.
You cut your hair?
God forbid.
That was in page number 623 of the contract. I missed that one.
Yeah. And a guitar.
Yeah.
Could you serenade Jackie on our last
because
day?
Sydney got to send off with just a song.
Right.
We decided Jackie really went over the top. Why not get Ryan Starr to serenade you on your last day here?
If you will.
Ryan, do you have a sweet song, maybe?
A sweet song for Jackie and Jackie's mom, who's very, very doable.
Jackie,
who's a very nice lady.
The best intern ever.
I gotta say, it's always interesting on the road because it's fitting your mom is here because I've been at shows where moms are holding signs up I don't know why moms are there, but they say my daughter just turned 18 or whatever.
Oh man,
it's wacky out there.
It is like an offering. Yes,
and you never know. And then it's funny because I'm getting I'm in my 30s now, so it's not like I'm 18. So
it's still very
weird,
young.
So I can't tell who I'm supposed to be attracted to, the 40-year-old mom or the 20-year-old
man.
mom.
See,
go both ways.
My friends say
both ways. Yeah, both.
Jackie, you shouldn't talk like that.
Very good.
No. It's a good thing your mom's here.
This is
for Jackie then.
Amazing.
Let's just jump right into a nice little send-off song.
Yeah.
This is for Jackie. On our last day.
Should I hit a chorus? Should we just get right to the point? Or here, this is clock's marching at the double time. Every dollar has become a dime. Hearts breaking at the speed of sound. You're falling down all around. Oh, bombs lighting up the eastern sky. The backroom deals and the bottom line. The earth's shaking, but we don't know why. A million fires, oceans rise. Oh, oh, I leave it all when I feel you near. What I'm saying is I need you here. Even though love never seems to last, if you think we got a chance, stay a while. Oh, you got to stay a while. Oh, oh, these days are wild. Jackie, won't you stay a while? I drop the needle on the Bell Brigade. We slow dance till the moonlight fades. Tell me now that you never leave, you always stay here with me. Oh, oh, I'll keep you safe from the circus show, the bullshit and the blowing smoke, the knife hidden under every sleeve, they stab your back, they watch you bleed. Oh, oh, they're gonna tell you what you wanna hear, like I could make you a star next year. Well, if New York City's lights are so bright, how come so many people crying tonight? Stay a while, oh, you got to stay a while. Oh, oh, these days are wild. Jackie, won't you stay a while? Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Let your hair fall around your face. I would kill just to keep you safe. Put your body next to mine. Sorry, Mom. Just let go and close your eyes. I shiver when I feel your skin, like a sinner who's been forgiven. Go on, baby, shine your light, 'cause no one's gonna find us here tonight. Stay a while. Oh, you got to stay a while. Yo, oh, oh. These days are wild. Jackie, won't you stay a while?
For Jackie. For Jackie.
Where are you going?
She's just
My
going.
cheeks are shaking.
That's amazing.
She's just going back to Rochester.
That reminds me of another intern send off from I don't remember. Remember when we there was that intern?
Yeah, we've been serenading the interns for many years now.
There's a rock star singing a ballad to
What?
an intern, begging her to stay.
She said it. Actually, I'm looking for an intern.
Really?
Must have passport.
I have a passport.
Okay.
What is going on?
Wow. That sounds like an abduction.
And no record, no criminal record.
Oh,
that might be a problem. No, no, there's not.
It's too bad Ryan Starr looks like a serial killer right now, or that would sound like a great
Nothing.
proposition.
I go back to school, and that's
School?
about it.
School.
Yeah, I can put that off.
School.
I don't really need school.
I'm teeing her up. I'm teeing her up for a job.
All right.
Oh man.
How did this go for you? Did you learn a lot? Did they teach you all their wisdom?
I did.
They taught me all there was.
I learned a lot.
Sam learned a lot.
You're really holding a grudge from your internship.
It was a different experience.
Sam has the feeling that perhaps we didn't treat him as nicely when he was an
Or
intern.
any other intern.
Or as we treat
It's
Jackie.
not just me. I speak for every intern that ever interned
What are you
here.
talking about?
Except for Jackie.
What are you, the Martin Luther King of interns?
Yes.
Come on. Speak for everybody.
We've always been
We
nice
judge
to
the
the
interns on the
interns.
content of the character, not the beauty of, the color of their skin.
He had a dream, paid lunches.
Ryan Starr with the new record, man. That's
Wow.
cool, brother.
Yeah, man. You know, we the band and I, we've been touring for like when I first met you guys, it was just me and my acoustic guitar,
Yep.
you know. But since then, we put together a great band, and very much, you know, I became friendly with Stevie Van Zandt from Springsteen's band, and like I've never had a mentor, you know, I never had someone I could sit and really learn from. So I was figuring this all out on the streets myself, you know. And he taught me some great things, and I feel like I put this great band together the way he has his East Street band. You know, it's a solo artist, but it is a band.
It would be so
when
weird.
you come
like,
to see me play, it's like that. It
would be like Syl telling you stuff. Hey, Tone.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, T.
Right, man. No, he's one of the greatest, most brilliant musical guys.
Yeah.
He really is.
He
He's a
knows
good
his
dude.
shit, man,
He'll
and
stop
knows
talk to
everything
everybody
about what it's like to be out on the road. The guy's been there for his whole life, man. It's amazing.
I'm listening to his channel on SiriusXM.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Garage.
Yeah, he is a good guy, man.
That's a great channel.
So we taught me and I went into the studio with these guys, and I was like, and he reminded me, after all the music you hear over the years, and especially a guy like that who was there from the beginning.
Sure.
It's like you gotta go with a purpose. And I thought with this new music, I was like, I'm not just gonna do it. I'm not just gonna make another record. And I was like, what is the purpose here? So essentially that brought a lot of honesty out. I'm getting text messages from people I've known, or Twitters or Facebooks, whatever, like concerned about my well-being and like.
It sounds like, are you okay?
Yeah, really. And at first I was thrown off by it all, but then I'm like, wow, I think it's just the honest new music on this Animals EP. I think it's striking a new chord with people.
This is all well and good, but we're getting a little too far away from the fact that Jackie's Jackie's mom didn't come down from Rochester.
She was.
Huh?
Is that where you're from, Rochester?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're rough and tough there, man.
Yeah.
Water Street Music Hall.
Exactly.
I played there with my band stage back in the day. The kids there, they wanted me to sign their car instead of the pictures they only after I smashed it with a baseball bat.
Really?
I kid you not. I'm looking at this guy's car. He's like, can you hit the hood? And it didn't have a dent on it. This kid wanted me to smash his car with a baseball bat and then sign.
Because he could
Probably
go.
had a little too much.
See that dent?
Yeah,
all right, we get it.
Rochester, man.
Wow, that's pretty.
You got a song for Jackie's mom? I don't want her to feel left out. Right. Maybe a new song from Animals? I don't know.
This one,
is it appropriate for Jackie's mom?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or does she have to do earmuffs?
All right.
Earmuffs?
Jackie's mom. You ever break up with someone?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boy. Break up, man.
It's the coolest breakup song. I think it's tough to write a breakup song when you're a dude. So this is the dude breakup song, I guess. It's for Jackie's mom. That, or I got a song called Psycho-Suicidal Girl, if that's more your.
We're good. She says.
It's not too picky.
I usually say that for the Jersey girls, not the Rochester.
And this is off the EP Animals.
This is off the EP Animals. We made a pretty hot video for it, actually. You can go on YouTube or Vivo or whatever right now.
Appropriate for Jackie's mom to watch?
It's got a steamy pool scene. We were in this house in Connecticut, this really ritzy
Connecticut
house. It's kind of like this bling ring style thing where these kids rob this house, and it turns into it's a hot video.
Turns into a party, right?
It turns into
Ryan,
little party.
Jackie's mom, would you?
Oh my God!
You would, right?
All right, let's get to it.
Let's play music now.
Here you go.
Oh my!
Isn't comfortable for both of us now.
Right? He would though.
And you called me on the phone to say there's nothing to talk about. We should stop you crying long enough just to hear me out. Oh, we are just what we are. Yeah, I'm not proud of all the things that I've been putting you through. When I shot up at the sky, I didn't know it fell down on you. Take it all back, take it all back. I take it all back, take it all back. I didn't mean to make you suffer. I didn't mean to make you cry. I just wanna put this back together. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. Yeah, yo. I know this life we're dealing with is getting under your skin. If we can make it through the winter, we could fall in love again. Oh, we are just what we are. And all these days it's just too easy to be calling it quits. But a life without you would be too hard to find happiness. Take it all back, take it all back. I take it all back. I didn't mean to make you suffer. I didn't mean
to make you cry. I just wanna put this back together. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. Yeah, yeah, yo. Walk the city streets and it's really freaking me out, 'cause every corner is a memory that one day I'll write you about. You cut my wings and left me here all alone. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit angel and a little bit animal. I didn't mean to make you suffer. I didn't mean to make you cry. I just wanna put this back together. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. Yeah, yeah. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. This isn't impossible. Yeah, yeah, yo.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Remember a time your mom was in, Sam, and we had a rock star come in and...
You know what happened?
Serenade. What?
Jackie's mom, I'll tell you, last semester, our prize intern, the #1 intern in the class, you know how he left?
He got a great send-off, too.
Yeah, he got his eyebrows shaved, and then we threw him out the door.
What? It was the weekend. We had to get home.
Really? Yes.
Yeah, we weren't very busy. There's not really much time.
And there wasn't even a rock star to sing to him or anything while he was getting shaved.
Now I get to retweet that video. Thanks, Sam.
You got it.
Nice.
Hey, the guy who you dented his car, I think he's on the phone. You got headphones over there, Ryan?
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, that's amazing.
John.
Yeah, that was actually my buddy's car. That's back in like 2002 was when you were still with Stage in Water Street.
Yeah,
and
man.
all he wanted to do was just meet you. And he convinced me to listen to you guys and play you at the University of Buffalo's terrible online station. And I did for like a year. We come to see you guys, and that's all he wanted was just to get a signature, and he's just hit my fucking car.
That's
He's
amazing.
a shit old Chevy. I remember that damn night. It was a stupid night. You guys were amazing.
Oh,
So
thanks, man. Yeah, that was a
it's
fun
amazing to hear
tour.
you.
I remember that whole tour. That was a rock tour. Where is that? Is he in jail now? What's up with him?
I'm fairly certain he might be dead. I'm not sure.
Jesus. Oh, dude, I was kidding. That's not funny.
Right?
Jackie, do not come back to Western New York. It will slay you.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Yo, well, thanks for playing me on your online station in 2002. I'm sure it was really banging.
What a guy.
That's awesome, man. Yo, stay in touch. Twitter and Facebook, all that stuff. Good to hear from you, man.
All right, boys. Well, thank you.
All right, John.
Later, man.
Buffalo.
Wow.
Well,
Jackie,
sounds like you should stick around.
What more can we say?
Good thing I have to pack up the car today. Go
Oh,
back.
man.
Do you need help? Because
What? my last day of my internship,
Yeah.
I went to Hooters with Travis.
Well, the
One of
boxes.
the worst meals of my life.
Sounds like a party.
I've seen all the different clothes she wears, and
Yeah.
the boxes are going to be heavy. And of course, Jackie's
Yeah,
mom's
it's
not
true.
going to be able to handle the big, heavy boxes. So I figured maybe I should lend a hand.
I guess you're feeling helpful.
Of course. That's what a gentleman does.
Yeah, I know, but we're not talking about a gentleman.
Who's replacing Jackie?
Oh, God.
That's just
no
it.
one replaces Jackie.
We got no one. There is no one.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be someone in her place, but no one will replace Jackie.
Can we possibly grab a ray of sunshine and bring it in the building? I think not. So replace? No.
Would be hilarious though if we got 2 more cute girls next semester and they were
Be
just
like who?
out of sight, out of mind.
What is it? Remember Sydney? Who was he?
Well, we've cut the cake. We've serenaded Jackie
God,
and her mom.
It's much later than we would have stayed in any other circumstance
You stayed late
on a Friday before vacation.
I did say when I got here at 5:30, all right, let's get this shit over with. Maybe we'll leave early.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get out at 9:30, but not with
obviously,
Jackie.
obviously, you're all welcome to continue this on the Sam Roberts After Show.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
The goodbye party will continue, right?
Yes, which kicks up right after. Maybe you could, your fantastic interviews that I hear your listeners call up and go, oh, you're so fantastic, Sam. You should do the show, and they should do the after show.
Why are you drinking Haterade?
Haterade?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'd punch you.
Did you like the balloons?
Oh, the balloons good?
Eric's telling me I gotta move them, though.
Why?
What is Eric doing?
What's the matter?
Buzzkill.
What are you
Mad
doing?
at you for telling her to move the balloons.
Can you give Jackie a show?
Well, you know
it seems
what?
like you're handing him out. That's not
bad.
bad.
Yeah. Maybe she should do the after show today.
She probably should, but she does have that voice.
Well,
Never Sam has that voice.
Rochester.
Yeah, Sam has that voice. You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Ryan, we got the plugs in because we do have to leave. Animals is the EP. You're doing it yourself, so
Animals on iTunes right now.
Okay,
yeah.
I encourage
And,
everyone to go check out Ryan Starr and his music.
And
cool dude. When are we hanging out again?
We got last time we hang with Billy Joel. Was it the last time we?
Yeah, people.
Damn.
We rolled
deep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the second.
See, now Jackie's mom's impressed. That's right. That's right. I hung with Billy Joel. And we drank a little red wine, believe it or not. A bottle of red. Yeah, that was us then. A little bottle of red.
But the kind of mood you're in tonight, kind of a thing.
We were just hanging, though, Jackie's mom.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Just hanging. And then he was talking about the pot, and then STP. Of course, they were complete assholes to me and Ryan Starr. They wouldn't meet anybody.
That's just.
But they're STP. They're fucking.
They're known for that.
They're the kind of guys that wear sunglasses in interviews in the morning.
Oh, wait a minute.
Listen, I've had shows. We've had sold out shows all this week in New York City. So tonight's the last one at Mercury Lounge.
Mercury Lounge,
cool. and the voice, the glasses. I'm happy to be here. I nobody else. I'd probably pull myself out of bed.
That's not. See, look at that, Jackie.
He's not talking about us. He's talking about you.
Oh, just Jackie.
Oh no, Jackie.
That's smiling.
I'm glad
it was
she said.
beautiful.
Talking about her.
Isn't it amazing?
Give it to
Sam.
Jackie's mom. Did that get you going a little bit?
And you guys
a little bit, right? A little bit. Seeing your daughter being serenaded by a rock star. All right.
And every time I'm on the show, I get the best Twitter love. You guys have like the best Twitter followers.
Oh, they're a treat.
Are they the best? Are you kidding me?
They're just gold, aren't they?
They're awesome.
Wow.
Let me tell you how good they are. I turn on my Twitter every day and I just go, what are they going to complain about today?
We got to learn to sing.
Right.
Oh, man.
All right, Ryan Starr on Twitter.
Yes.
Animals is the EP on iTunes.
Check it out. And next week we're doing one of those pledge campaigns. We're going to try to raise some money to finish this album so it can come out in the new year.
Jeez.
It's
a
like
Kickstarter?
Well, it's called Pledge, but
Okay.
just tune in next week on whatever. Whatever. I don't even know what to say. I'm sure you guys will help me out on Twitter or something like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, man, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Cool, man. And I don't know. Wow, we're going on a little vacation, so we'll see you.
Do we have another song for Jackie?
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do.
What?
Oh.
Which one are we going
She
with?
just got serenaded.
You know the song Jackie Blue, Jackie's mom, right?
No.
They played it for me yesterday.
Ooh, Jackie Blue. That one.
I don't think I know that.
What kind of music you like?
I like all sorts of music, but that one, I'm not
Do
sure.
you like my music?
Maybe it's just.
How about mine, right?
How about you start with I Like Ryan Starr?
Ryan Starr definitely top.
There you go. I've always been good with moms. When I was a kid, if my friends were going to a party, it was like, is Ryan going to be there? And if Ryan was there, then they were like allowed to go to the party. Yeah, that was my early days learning the mom's circuit.
A little hippie-ish mom back in the day, no?
Yeah, I think she was.
A little bit?
She just hides it from me.
Really?
Yeah, I found out some things lately, so.
Do you go in the backyard and sneak a little weed? What do you want to know about your mom?
This is what I just recently found out at a wedding.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
What do you want to know? What do
blown
you want to know about your mom? We could get it out of her.
No,
today.
that was the exact one right there. That was,
Oh, you're wondering about that?
That smile said it all for me.
All right. Yeah, what's the song for Jackie?
Well, we'll just play it as we end the show.
Oh, okay. This is E-Rock picked this. It's not the one from yesterday, right?
No, it's you and I talked about it earlier in the week.
See.
What? Are you?
What?
Earlier in the week, like this.
I like prepping for my radio show.
You've never prepped for your radio show. You had to call your old boss from 15 years ago today.
Jackie, say hi to Weeze. You'll be on Weeze's show Tuesday?
Yes, I will.
All right. And that's it. Jackie's mom, thank you.
Yes.
Flying Star, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To Jackie.
Oh,
she had a
of course.
wonderful
Yes.
I'll bet she
You
did.
know, it's just our job to do that with every intern, and you know,
You failed up until now.
we don't discriminate.
Oh,
Jackie's
a little
getting a little
back
back
rub.
rub.
What about mom? A little mom. What about mom?
Oh, you gotta look up mom.
We got some delicious cake.
All right, we're going to play this for Jackie, and we're taking a rare week off, so we'll see you guys a week from Monday, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em behind. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. It's always been inside of you, you, you. And now it's time to let it through. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you worth. Make 'em go, as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, you're gonna leave 'em behind. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon.
The Opie and Anthony Show is pretty much over. This show will be available later today with SiriusXM On Demand. After O&A Live is next. This is After Opie and Anthony Live. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Celebration continues. It hasn't stopped. Of course not. Jackie's here on her last day. Jackie's mom, Ryan Starr, was brought in because she had to be serenaded on her last day. I'd never seen anything so ridiculous in my life. None of it was necessary.
Is that the whole reason you did come in, or were you here at another? Oh my god!
Email.
What did they emailed you and said we need you to come in and serenade our intern?
And there was a picture attached.
And you were like, yes. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe they tried.
Mom involved.
They probably tried to get somebody to serenade me, but then they attached my picture, and I went, no, I'm not going to do that.
Like, Sideshow Bob's leaving the show.
yeah, get him out of there, quick. Jackie, are you thrilled with how this went?
I think it's amazing.
I
didn't expect any of it but the cake.
But you did see. Even
got a cake.
I did expect the cake and maybe some balloons. Are you gonna text Sydney and let her know that you got a better party than she did?
I don't think I'm gonna say it that way.
I would.
Well,
I mean,
the
let her
photos
know.
will be up on the Facebook in a few minutes, so everyone can see.
Maybe she's listening.
I don't know.
not.
I don't know.
I don't think she'd listen.
Jackie's mom, the other girl intern, she had a celebration last week, but it was just a cake and balloons. It was not this whole affair that today was. I thought last week was way over the top and unnecessary. So this to me is just disgusting. it's
The cake explains.
yeah. Well, yeah.
I missed last week. What happened?
Well, last week we lost. We had two girl interns this semester. Jackie was one, and the other one was Sydney. And we don't normally have girl interns on this show, believe it or not, Ryan. And so when we did, It was just to say it was a huge distraction would be an understatement. I mean, like
we boosted morale.
Yeah. Oh, and you know, have a reputation for throwing things at interns, for just, like I said, the last star intern, eyebrows. We shaved his eyebrows and said, all right, take a hike. We shaved his eyebrows and then we drew in new ones that kind of look like The Rock.
They waxed Sal at one point.
Yeah, Sal got waxed and bronzered. I mean, this is what we do to the people on the show. And then, like, Jackie comes in and gets this, and Sydney also, last week, got a cake and balloons and everything. See, normally, the question would be like, oh, you're leaving early. This is the end of your internship, huh? You get a hard time, but instead there's a party and
I was supposed to
you're a
leave
firework.
Next week. I was supposed to leave next week, and you all decided, no, you're going to take your own vacation. So
right.
I had to end early.
Yeah. You decided you're going to take your own vacation. The show is going to go on vacation.
But interning is kind of like it's a preview to how life is going to be in the workforce and how you have to pay your dues. So this is probably an accurate portrayal of how her life will be everywhere she goes.
You know, it's just, you remember paying your dues starting in music?
Man, I still am. I'm here at 9:30 in the morning.
Right.
I interned at a record label just down the street when I was in just out of high school, just like you, on my way to college. And I took the Long Island Railroad every day.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And then I had to get coffee, all that stuff. But it really did pay off, because one of the guys I worked for to this day now is my manager, actually, like years later. But it was probably a longer road than you're ever going to drive on.
I mean, she kind of already seems like she's at the cusp of getting there. Like, this internship, all right, my dues are now paid, so I got the cake, I got the ceremony.
Now we just need a show. Now we just need a show.
Yeah, well, I think this show is going to be you. I'm glad you're leaving, because otherwise they would have given you this. Snowy in Michigan.
Hey, how you doing, Sam?
Good.
I acknowledge this is probably a bit, and I understand that, but I didn't think it could get any worse than it did last week.
This week, yeah. This week was worse. Is it all like, do you like this amount of attention thrown your way, Jackie?
I mean, it doesn't hurt.
You like it? Because some people are very...
I don't need the attention.
No, but you like it. Because some people don't like attention. Like, some people are like, no, I don't want all the...
Yeah, but this probably isn't really the business you want to go into.
That's not you.
The attention.
So what are you going to do back in Rochester now?
I have no idea.
Because I feel like this is one of those things where, like, you're in this big radio show for the summer, and, you know, they got Ryan Starr coming in and singing you songs and the cake and the balloons.
Nothing will ever top that.
So what happens now? I feel bad, because how old are you?
19.
What if it never gets better than this? What if this is it?
But that's what I said about the last internship. My last internship was amazing.
You can't shake her. You can't shake her.
No, she's like,
and
oh my
God. It's gonna get, don't worry.
I'm starting to feel terrible about my life. I was 19 once, too.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
You should just write in yellow marker right under Opie and Anthony show on this poster.
And Jackie, and they'd be like, that's adorable.
I did that actually at the last internship. I put my name on a piece of paper.
Well, she interned for Brother Weeze up in Rochester, who's Opie's mentor.
Yeah.
And she said that her career plan was, well, one day Brother Weeze will retire, and then I'll probably get his show. So
he's 65. I mean, I'm saying he's got at least 10 years. He's going to keep going.
It's my career plan. I said one day Michael Jackson's going to die, and I'll be there.
There you go.
I'm ready to step in.
I can't believe
And then this little Bieber crap just, instead.
That's
I'm just
annoying.
Like, well, now I'm waiting for him.
Well, Bieber's burning out quick, so you should be in good condition.
Yeah, you're good.
Is that scary? Do you pay attention to the fact that, like, rock music is having such a hard time surviving right now?
It has had a incredibly hard time surviving.
Do you just worship like Jack White and Dave Grohl for keeping the genre alive?
They do in an interesting way, though, right? It's like they're their own thing,
right?
They're not carrying a movement like in the '90s when I got into music. It was like Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Smash Pumpkins, Nine Inch Nails, Scream. It was just a whole body, and like you turn on pop radio, like the crap you would hear real music all the time everywhere you went. But I think now, I think there's like I made a commitment on this new record to like be honest and like bring that back, and it's a little bit like it's got Pearl Jam moments, it's got these like Peter Gabriel moments of real music, and some people don't know what the hell to make of it, to be honest.
Really?
I don't know the last time they heard these sonics, like real drums recorded and all that stuff.
Yeah.
In the vein of pop music, not Jack White, not Foo Fighters, not that art, but like, you know, in the realm of like more mainstream music, and their ears, I think, take a second to like go back to like what is real, you know?
Well, you kind of have to sit there and like in your position, you got to sit there and say, well, I know this is going to turn around. Like things move in cycles.
Sure.
And you're like, but how long is this?
I know, I'm waiting.
Like this is the biggest circle I've ever seen in my life.
I'm staying true, and it's definitely interesting, and it's always a little. I'm more sad because I feel like, well, the 13-year-old kid, you know, today, like, what is he really being exposed to, and like, how is he looking? I mean, I follow Rihanna on Instagram. It's like you're following a porn star. Or something.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's crazy. And there are little girls that follow her. It's like 8 million.
Yeah, I can't believe that Rihanna's Instagram is not like headline news every day. Jackie, do you follow Rihanna on Instagram?
No, I don't.
You have to. I mean, you shouldn't. And Mom, if she does, if she does, you should take a look because, I mean, Ryan's right. It is. It's softcore pornography at this point. I mean, I enjoy it. I'm not encouraging her to stop. But you're right. Like a bunch of little kids are just like, I love Rihanna.
Pretty terrible.
Umbrella.
Yeah, and look, I'm all for it, but it's just like, well, where's the music? Where's like the rock starness? Where's the, you know, even Madonna had something to back that up and all that. But you know, I'm here to this new music. I'm here to make a stand and be like, here it is. Maybe people are ready for it. If they are, they'll love it. If they're not, I gotta find an internship.
I mean, I've been doing this. I've been with O&A for like 8 years now, 9 years, and you know, they're kind of looking at me like, Sam, turn on the radio. How many talk shows are out there anymore?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not happening right now. And you're like, well, somebody's gotta be the guy.
Right.
Like, you can't just not do it. You know, it's not like you're gonna sit there and say, I don't know, maybe I should learn to rap. That seems like, maybe I should.
That's what happens.
Start DJing on the side.
But that is what happens, right?
Yeah.
So all these kids, the new form of whatever they think their outlet is that, man, it
didn't work for Hammer though. When rap started going more gangster, and MC Hammer was like, "No, I can go with this." They were like, "No, you can't, buddy. No, you can't. You shouldn't have spent all that money." Larry in Louisiana.
Hollywood, prime
Larry.
time, Sammy Sweetheart, the Eppin Roberts, professional broadcaster.
How are you, Larry? Ryan's looking at you like, what? This is Larry.
No, I'm impressed.
He calls in a lot. I enjoy him because he says nice things about me, but most of the people who listen do not like Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Well, hi, and sir, I've never heard of you before. I got to confess, I'm not going to front, but I did enjoy your music. I thought it was, you know, the musicianship, your skills on guitar were nice. I mean, for Strum, it really was good music. I enjoyed it, and I would seriously consider checking out your EP.
How do you like that?
You have not my style.
Somebody's
Cool,
going to seriously consider it.
That's awesome, man. Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah, but he has to understand, too, I'm a white-haired, fat old man. I'm not really in his demographic.
That's not your demo?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm singing in Pretty Girls all morning, wasting my time.
You're sick of it.
I didn't realize you were out there, man. That's awesome.
So what's going
Noticing my strum. That's the best part.
These girls aren't appreciating my strum.
Yeah, the movement of the hand up and down. Only a white-haired
fat dude,
can appreciate.
Can appreciate that, yeah.
So what's going on today with you, Larry?
Well, Sam, I talked to Tyler screening the phones, figured that's where he would be.
Yeah.
And what I want to know, and I just thought of this, is how long is it going to be before Jackie or Sydney's featured in Jocktober?
Well, Sydney, and that's the other thing. Thank you, Larry. Sydney went on, and she actually has a gig in radio. Do you have anything? Are you going to be able to go back to your Rochester station?
Yeah, I'll go back to Wee's and still be able to work for him a little bit, probably, but... I mean, ours is they don't really have as many openings like that.
Right. Mom, are you worried about
the
how full in on radio is Jackie?
Full in career, like this is what she wants to do? She is all in.
Really? Does that worry you at all?
No, because I think Jackie's very driven. She's going to end up
obviously
somehow making it.
She made an impact here, didn't she?
She did.
Were you impressed with the impact that she made on this show?
I was very impressed. She called me, I have to tell you, she called me the first day she was here. Mm-hmm. And she was on the Wii show 3 days a week, so she had a lot of airtime. She calls me, she goes, I'm getting coffee in the morning, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I will never be on the air the entire time I'm here in the summer.
I like that she was not afraid, because most of the interns come in, they're like, oh, I'm just here to do whatever. Yeah. She was never afraid to be like, no, I would like to be on the air.
Yeah.
Like That's kind of what I'm going for here.
So
That's what I
I
would
said,
like.
okay, well, don't worry. Just make the best of it. Work hard. It'll be okay. You know, you can't always, you know, you're only 19. Next day, I get a text from my brother-in-law saying, oh, I'm listening to Jackie on the radio, and she's doing an awesome job. I'm like, Jackie, I'm like, I thought you were never going to be on the radio.
She's like, I judged the situation wrong. And now, not only is the boy intern screening calls in the other room for this whole thing,
Yeah.
but he told me yesterday that at one point, somebody gave Jackie a food order, and she wrote down the order and then handed him the paper. and he went down. And it was the right move, Jackie.
Was I was probably sitting on the phones. I wouldn't just be an ass and be like, here, go get this.
You were
I
like-
did a lot of runs if I was on the phones, though.
You were like, I'm not trying to get off the phones to do a food run right now. You take a hike.
Exactly.
You know, what if I get called to the studio? What if I need to? What if I need to go on the air? It's all about.
I like
yeah.
doing runs, though, because you know what? That's
What?
when they talk to you, and that's when you get on air. It's when you
Smart.
bring in the food. It's when you bring in the oatmeal, and when I brought in his juice.
She knows exactly
that's
what
when
she's
I sat down.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
See, she
I could use a coffee. Could we get her on one last run? Can we do one?
For old time's sake.
E-Rock told me in my ear that Tyler's in there contesting all this, but I don't even think I want to hear from him, to tell you the truth.
You sure?
Yeah, you know, what's he going to say?
It's your show.
Mike in Connecticut.
Hey, can this Sam character get off the air? I mean, we were all listening. We were all just waiting for Jackie to ask Ryan Starr the question of the day, which is, what's the haps?
That's my question. Get out of here, Mike. You wouldn't take my job, would you?
Never.
You probably would have. What if you had the option? Because it seems like you might soon. You would. You would.
Eric.
What did he say?
Nothing.
I said wrong answer. You say in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That's the way to go. So, back to Rochester today, tomorrow?
Today. We'll leave. We'll go back, pack up, and...
Had we thought about the Ryan Starr thing, we would have stayed
We
until
would've
tomorrow.
stayed.
Do you go to shows at Water Street Music Hall?
Yeah, I worked promotions too at my old radio
That's like
station.
the road.
So
That's
I
like
worked there.
the venue up there.
It is?
Yeah.
And what kind of music do you like?
I like anything from rap to rock to country.
Yeah, anytime.
Not
As long as they're
jazz,
singing
though.
to her directly. She likes anything.
Why not? No, I'm just not a big, as it's like we talked about yesterday, jazz. I don't like jazz.
But we went to the play yesterday.
Oh, we went to Rock of Ages yesterday.
And she sang.
That's not jazz. Let's be anyone listening. That is definitely not jazz.
Not jazz.
Sang
Oh my
for,
God.
She sang for 2 straight hours. She knew every word to every
You sang
80s
along?
song.
Is that what you do there?
I don't know. The people in front of me looked mad, but they were foreign, so I didn't really care.
Sing this one, ready?
Just a small
town girl, living in a lonely world. I can't sing as good as you. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere.
People are going to sing along in the car right now.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling.
Oh, you can do better. Come on.
Street lights, people.
Very good. Eric, how's Tyler doing in there?
He's screaming, what is happening here? When did everyone get nice?
What's wrong with Tyler?
He's not understanding what's going on.
We're all friends in here, singing along. Like, who doesn't love Journey?
There's always one wet blanket at the party.
Jesus Christ, Tyler, you got to get over yourself. How long is the Loverboy thing?
Oh, hold on, let me find it.
Just make sure you tell me in my earphones when I'm running out of time, because I got to play that at the end. Have you seen the movie Spring Breakers?
No, we talk about this.
Spring break forever.
You saw it. How great was that movie?
It's like my new music video.
It's
not really.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there was a pool scene.
Yeah.
That everyone needs to go check out. It's pretty cool.
How can you find your music video? What's it called?
Well, just go on YouTube. Ryan Starr Impossible. It should be there.
Is that the song you sang today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, Spring Break Forever.
Such a good movie.
We're going to listen to it on the way home.
A lot of people hate that movie, though.
I know. Yeah. I know. A lot of people hate it. You either love it or you hate it. I watched it again last night, and like the montage of that starts with James Franco on the piano.
I love it.
Singing Every Time by Britney Spears. Like, it might be my favorite scene in any movie.
I really love that scene.
It's amazing. But I bring that up because Sunday, I do a show called The Sam Roberts Show on this channel at 4 p.m. Eastern, and Vanessa Hudgens from Spring Breakers is going to be on that show.
Really?
This Sunday. Yeah. I mean, look, last week, Howie Mandel was on.
I know.
And he did the voice of Bobby from Bobby's World. So it's a type of show that you never know what's going to happen.
That's before
you have
her time, Sam.
Have you ever met anybody that you've
jerked off to?
Yeah.
That's a great
question. Will this be the first?
Maybe.
As you're watching
Kardashian.
Spring Breakers for the 9th time at 1 a.m.
You met Kardashian.
But yeah, but I don't know.
You never jerked off to the Kardashian.
I don't know. It was Chloe. And I don't know if I jerked off to her before I interviewed her.
Oh, okay.
Right.
You know, that's the trick. Same thing with Snooki.
Well-
You meet these people that, like, on television you're supposed to, like, hate because they're reality stars, and then I end up having a crush on them after I talk to them. You know?
I have a cousin on this terrible show. I'm not even going to talk about it.
What show is it? Which show is it?
You know what? I don't even. I can't
like, what-
support it.
how about
I can't
what-
support it.
what-
It's terrible. It's like an anti-Semitic show.
What? Is it Big Brother?
No, it's called Princesses on.
Oh, it's a Long Island princesses thing.
Yeah.
Your cousin's on it? Oh man.
You gotta watch Mob Wives. That's a funny
Mob
reality
Wives.
show.
My uncle's on Mob Wives.
RC in Illinois.
Yeah, Sam?
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind you, I'm kind of like E-Rock. I got a memory like an elephant and a body to match. But I believe...
You working on that one for a while?
I believe Tyler is supposed to be the official intern of the After O&A show.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler was intern douchebag, supposed to be the official intern of this show, but I don't know, he's a little boring, you know? Like, you come in here, you're singing songs, you're like, you're a ray of sunshine, like they say. Maybe they're onto something. I don't know if I would have gotten you a cake and a rock star, but...
It's alright. I would have just taken the rock star. I didn't need the cake.
How's that rolling?
This is so much more uncomfortable because your mom is here. Like,
or is it exactly how it should be? Spring break forever.
I was really nervous to bring her in, but it was all because of Sam. Sam convinced me. He said,
Well, I told her awkward is good. Always. So just whatever you can do to make it weird, that's what we should be doing.
is your picture on the Opie and Anthony website or the Sam? I mean, have people seen what you look like?
It's
They've
up
been-
on the Facebook.
And on her Twitter.
Yeah.
You should plug your Twitter one more time.
at Jackie Nutt, 2 E's, 2 T's.
That's what's up. Jackie Nutt.
See, really? Is your last name Nut? So you chose Nut.
Yeah, I have a brother.
He knows exactly what you do. The only hope that, like, the only I have to warn you of your only potential downfall is with all these celebrations and all these people kissing your ass from now till forever. Careful eating too much celebratory cake. 'Cause then you'll see the decline go down quick of success.
But look at her mom. It's pretty clear that she's going to have no problems moving forward.
But her mom doesn't have cake. She smokes pot. We learned that.
That's true.
She doesn't get the munchies. No, she doesn't. Well, the cocaine is unbalanced. You learned a lot about your mom today.
She's disciplined. So Jackie Nutt on Twitter.
Yes.
That's not a family name.
No,
I'm gonna follow you.
Weez gave me my. I'm gonna follow you.
I have a friend whose last name is Nutt.
Really?
Yeah, his first name's Dees. What's your Twitter, Ryan?
Mine's Ryan Starr. Nut.
Pretty simple.
Mom, do you have a Twitter?
I don't.
You got to get one after today. You became like a radio celebrity.
She has a Twitter.
She has an
follows
Ashley Madison
one
account.
person who's me.
Sorry.
She has an Ashley Madison account.
No, I saw her there.
Any crazy spring break memories for you?
No, not really.
All right.
Spring break
forever. All right. Well, listen. Sunday will be the Sam Roberts Show with Vanessa Hudgens.
I'm coming.
And Ryan Starr will be there too.
Sing Spring Breakers.
And you can get Ryan Starr's his videos on YouTube.
Yeah, the new EP is called Animals.
And that's on iTunes. Jackie, thank you. E-Rock, you got a plug?
Yeah, photos and everything from Jackie's celebration, Ryan Starr, all up on our Facebook, Opie and Anthony.
All right, so check that out. And, you know, we started today, so Opie and Anthony show at 6 a.m. with Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. And being that it's Friday, I thought I would leave you with the exclusive, as heard on After Opie and Anthony Live, this show, live version of Loverboys working for the weekend. Thank you all. And we'll see you after vacation.
You've come to the right place.
I
and
love
you've got
this.
the right people.
Yes!
Everyone's watching to see what you will do. Everyone's looking at you. Oh. Everyone's wondering, will you come out tonight? Everyone's trying to get it right. Get it right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Everybody's going off the deep end. Everybody needs a second chance. Oh, you want a piece of my heart?
Yeah! Loverboy, that was beautiful.
The Opie and Anthony show is now over. For real this time. Check out the O&A show on Facebook at facebook.com/Opie and Anthony. And catch Opie and Anthony live Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Ron and Fez are next.
Hey.